Lusty Argonian. Yeah, that's the one. Hey, FENGRUSH, are you gonna get the new camel mount? Nope. Y'all ain't gonna get me to buy that one. I told you wouldn't get me to do it with the bear one. You guys made me sell out on that shit. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, Oh, look at this link here we have. Want to do some pre-game?
Son of a bitch.
Let's do some pre-game. This isn't ESO live, but this is an old one. It has this dude on the picture. I just gotta see him. He cracks me up, man. Let's go find this guy in the interview. Okay, hang on. Okay, hang on. I gotta get this up on screen first for you guys. And let me get Tyrion too, because he's clearly not behaving. Can't have that. What am I drinking? Whiskey. To the donates. To the love. Thank you guys. Change your screen. I'm going to do that. First I'm going to do one shot because I need to... We're already behind. And then I'm going to get Tyrion. Then we're going to do more of those. Just give me a sec.
I'm the god of jits and wine.
Okay. Okay. What was it? Oh, right. I was bringing this on screen. Oh, shit. We gotta donate. Hang on. Hold the horses. Got a $5 spot. $3 a shot for the first 10 in an hour. 5 for each. One after that, and tell how strong the Irish is in this land. Bangers, look up ESO funny in the second video. Kill your door, you won't regret it. Hang on, lunch tray. Too many things going on. Hang on, we gotta stay focused. First, we're gonna bring this shit up on screen. Okay. Yep. That didn't work. Oh, there it is. Okay.
You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch. Thank you for the follow. What did I want to do? Alright. I need to get better with this stuff, guys. I need to get better at maneuver my stream.
I'm the god of jits and
Oh,
wine.
shit. I missed the smell of your skin and the sweat from your brow in the heat of combat. Is that really animated? Is that real animated? Hang on. Animated violence. Is that de-animated? Coming in here? Lord animated?
You son of a
One of the
bitch.
lords of my squad. Thank you for the $20 spot. If that is Lord animated. Ah. Oh yeah. What's up, man? It's good to see you, brother. I hope all is well with you. Okay, sorry, I need to move the screen, and I'm so distracted. There's just too much going on. Edit scene. Here we are. Let me close out ESO in the background. Why is it still open?
You son of a bitch.
Sons of bitches bringing in these follows. Okay.
You son of a bitch.
Follows coming in. Sons of bitches. Sons of bitches, thank you. Do I live in my parents' basement? No, I don't. I have a house.
He is gonna talk.
This is an old one because I'm not in the right state of mind yet to review. But while we're getting there, I want some background.
I've received a beautiful costume. From my city, and
Fucking
character's
guy.
lot. It would look even
You dick.
much mean.
You
There
son
will
of a bitch.
Where's?
Don't wanna miss out on
There it is.
It's up in the corner.
I love this guy.
He
You son of a
discover
bitch.
an opportunity for the first time.
Okay.
Deliberate, some of it just kind of happens. Of the
I love
Nord
his
warrior
face.
running away
So
from the
serious.
angry, mother
So
Esoter
serious.
with a baby Esoter in its arms.
You son
And
of a
Everybody
bitch.
who looked at that said, "Oh man, we got to have those baby Esoters."
That's what everybody said.
You son of a bitch.
And so they're
You
weird
son
and
of a
adorable.
bitches.
And that's where
Welcome.
it came from. It just came by serendipity because an artist had
Serendipity?
this cool idea. Well, I was drawing up this
You
Esoter.
son of a
It's
bitch.
mad about something. What's it mad about? Well, it's mad about this bumbling Nord stealing its stealing its
bumbling
child.
Nord.
So that gives you a little glimpse into.
No one
into
talks
the
that way
creative
normally.
process, here, some of it's deliberate, some of it just kind of happens.
Nobody talks
You
that way
son of
normally.
a bitch.
This is a lie.
You know, as I said, all these little details. Those are the things that we really have the most fun with because that's what makes the world feel alive.
Yeah.
Walking around in the biome of Hrothgar, I think it's really superb.
What the fuck's a
in that-
biome?
Bitch.
Hang on.
But there's stuff moving around everywhere, and it all looks plausible, and it just feels alive. It feels like a real place.
Yeah. Just yesterday.
Did he
I
say the
went
biome or
to-
the
I've
biome?
seen the bear rubbing his back at the tree already and saw
The biome, right?
hawkers
Okay.
running around, but what I've
He
never
just
seen
said it
before
strangely then.
until yesterday was a deer hitting its antlers against the tree. To
Fingers, turn the
shake
follower
off
sound down. It's
the
loud as
outside
fuck.
Blown
Yep.
away. So
Yep, and
So
the
realistic.
Esoter, the big, the rutting male Esoter, they'll bump heads. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And it's got a nice solid sound to it. When it really sounds very convincing.
I love it.
So
I love this dude.
there's also we had the opportunity for the first time to really go into the background and the lore of the orcs and their settlements and their culture. And
Why
stuff
wasn't
like that.
FENGRUSH
And that was a
involved in
whole
the
lot
lore of the
fun.
orcs?
But we didn't confine ourselves just to that. So I wanted to bring up one of the little gems of the Orsinium area of the Hrothgar zone, which actually isn't orc lore. There's and it's a little bit out of the way. So you
Where's
could
the no
overlook it.
ETA emote? I
But
didn't make
if
it yet. I'm
you,
still. It's still
if
coming.
you go up on the northern coast, there's an orc settlement of the Morkel clan.
Get Hero of None in here.
And
Yeah,
just
where
on
is
the
he?
south side of that settlement, you'll find an orc who's keeping an eye uphill because nasty things are coming down the hill. And what's been coming down the hill but Draugr? Because what's up there, surprisingly enough, but a Nord barrow. And what the devil is it doing that far west of Skyrim? So that's what the story there about and what your investigations have to.
Imagine if this level of creativity was put in a PvP. That's all I'm saying. Just throw a dash of it in. Just a dash. Where's the lore in Cyrodiil? Nobody gives a fuck about Cyrodiil.
Have to discover
Nothing.
and learn the
Empty,
reasons
it's
for.
dry.
And there's some pretty spiffy lore reasons for why that's up there. It's there's
Look how
no
excited
spoilers
this
as
guy
usual,
is
but,
about
you don't want
PvE.
to miss this. Partly because it has one of the there's a wealth of really strong characters in this zone, but this is one of many people's favorites. It's a dark elf archaeologist named Narcissus Dren, who, let's just say, his abilities don't match up to his confidence in them, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't have, a really high opinion of himself, and he wants you to get to know him better because he knows that you're going to really enjoy hanging out with him.
Eric
Which
Roble here.
you may have another opinion after a while, but there's it's a fun little adventure. So it's called Exile's Barrow, and it's right up there in the
Exile's
north central
Barrow.
part of the zone. Don't miss it. It's a
I
fun
missed
little
it.
place. So
You
that's
know
missed it.
everything.
Yeah.
Is there anything you don't know?
if there's something I don't know, I just make it up. I mean,
Love it.
because you speak in a resonant voice, and you
so
you make
convincing.
some appropriate gestures, and it's very plausible and convincing. And the next thing you
This is how
know,
this game was
they're
made.
paying you to do it. So
So maybe one question I have.
Yo, there's
Did
a
I
lot of
understand
truth
that
to what
right,
he
that
just said.
The burial procedure they had on Sorrow, they actually sacrificed orcs to bring
Three Musketeers bro
the
stash.
corpses of
Here's
the
the thing.
chieftains up to the mountain.
You guys know. If you guys don't know the other Elder Scrolls games. Alright. Tell you who he looks like. I mean, at least I think this is the style he's going for. Because he's definitely got his own style. Let's find a good picture here. Where is it? This is good enough. This will work. There's Sheogorath. Alright. That's the style he's going for. This man, he saw Sheogorath. He's like, I dig Sheogorath. Daedric God of Madness. That's me. And he's killing that look.
well, once again, that's stuff that happened way in the past.
Yeah.
And that's one story.
There's no denying that.
Which is that he's talking about the burial sites of the ancient orc chiefs up on the Mountain of Sorrow.
No joke.
the
Google
tallest
Kenny
mountain,
Rogers.
Yeah,
but
in Hrothgar. Well,
Kenny Rogers
Son of a
doesn't have
bitch.
ever blowing
like,
with snow, a wonderful
this.
cold.
I
expanse
don't
up
want to
there.
call it a mullet because
and
it's
there's,
like it's not a mullet.
glimpse
It's all the way from the
into,
front,
the
and he's
orcish,
got
funerary
the whole
traditions,
curl in the back coming.
and
And then Kenny Rogers
vary
also
over
doesn't
time
have
from
this
clan to clan.
this going on like that.
So yeah, that's one of the set pieces, the real set pieces of the zone.
This dude is
you
just
definitely,
he's killing the
definitely wanna,
Sheogorath look.
Don't
He's
wanna miss
nailed
out on
it.
Sorrow. It's up in the corner.
I guarantee
don't miss
you.
it. Go find that place.
And it's quite a climb.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long way up.
At least he's
Another
honest. Yeah,
question
I like
Across
this
from
guy.
Hrothgar with the
He's
orc
fun to watch
society
on
is
here.
that
Just
we
if,
have this,
for nothing else,
let's say,
fucking
loud king who
listen to him. But
speaks up, wants your help, does all the things.
Right. Well, he
Not
wouldn't be
going to
respected if
talk
he wasn't a
about-
blowhard.
Yeah, but if you get a little bit behind the scenes, you actually see that his
Fuck's
wife and
Kai
his
talking
wife
about,
is-
man?
Son of a
Kai, get
bitch.
your shit together, bro. You need to clean that shit up ASAP. Okay, let's find. Here it is, Zenimax.
I think it's the Maelstrom weapons though that make a difference too.
With that
Oops. All right.
said, let's get started.
This is Zenimax's last ESO live. Let's get started on it. I don't know what fun this will be to watch, but here it comes. Kenny Rogers swimming in the dick. This guy's malt says to me. Yeah, he probably is. Okay, here we go. ESO Live. Thieves Guild special. It's a special.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to our first Thieves Guild special. We're very happy to have you here. So just to kind of let you know a little bit about this show, this is going to be a show focused on the Thieves Guild DLC game pack features and content. We won't be talking about the base game patch stuff this show, but we will be dedicating the next 2 ESO Live shows to strictly base game patch
Is that a promise?
content and having devs on to talk about that stuff. So,
If we talked about DLC stuff and base game stuff all in one show,
this
You
show
guys,
would
it would
be
be hours
like a
and
4-hour
hours.
long show, yeah. So
Ain't nobody got time
And we
for
will
that.
have the patch notes going up next
Ain't
week,
nobody.
along with PTS going live next week. And we really want you guys to get a chance to read through the patch notes, try the content, and then come back with your questions so we can address them during the next 2 ESO live shows. So, with that said, let's get started.
We should get started.
I got
So
timed out
joining
using
us
A
today-
recaps too. A
gosh.
lot of people did.
Start so soon. Joining us today, we have two of our lead developers.
Yo,
on
couldn't they get
ESO.
this
We have
developer
Anna
ZeniMax
Murchison,
shirt
who
instead of a
is the zone
Batman
leader
shirt?
for Thieves Guild. Mike Finnegan, our dungeon lead, who takes care of all the dungeons.
And
so
trials,
give him a warm welcome.
including Maw of Lorkhaj.
So just a real quick little, what do you do? What do you do? Sort of as the zone lead.
What do you do? What do you do?
Well, as the zone lead for Thieves Guild, basically we have a small team of content developers, and we do a lot of brainstorming. We work with the artists and the audio people and QA to just generate the content that is available in Thieves Guild. That's the quests. That's the people that you talk to.
NPCs.
Yeah, the monsters you fight. And my job is to kind of hold the reins on the wagon and make sure everyone goes in the same direction.
Awesome.
So all Thieves Guild stuff for you.
Oh,
So
Son
she's
of
a manager.
bitch.
What are some of the areas that you work
She
on
doesn't do much
previously?
then. You just
Well, before,
Make sure people are doing their shit.
Before launch, I was a content developer, actually, and I have worked on areas in Grotwood, and if anyone's played Mistral, that was one of my areas that I worked on.
Right on.
So, yeah.
that area
If there is
sucked.
one thing that you're really, really looking forward to players getting to get their hands on in Thieves Guild, I know it's hard to pick because this is kind of your baby, but what would the one thing be?
Fuck Grotwood. Wasn't Grotwood the one with the big tree? That's got to be the worst zone in the
That's a hard
game.
question.
I know.
It's so fucking confusing to go through that
I
town.
think people are really going to enjoy
son
the
of a
different
piece
ways
of
that you
shit
can
that
do the
place
content,
is.
right? In an objective in Tamriel, you would go to an area and you'd have that story in that small area, and you'd resolve that story. What we've tried to do with a lot of Thieves Guild content is
You son of a bitch.
let the player kind of figure out how to tackle a problem. So of course Thieves Guild is
Sons
about
of bitches,
sneaking,
thanks for
about
the
being
follows.
Yeah.
a thief and stuff like that. So historically, we've had a hard time getting that gameplay
Some of the
in,
comments.
because you're like, I need you to go kill that guy and take his head and put him on a pike. Whereas in Thieves
Happy
Guild,
things.
we're very much like, here's the thing that we want you to do, and
Here's some tools.
You can go and kill people if you want, but that's not really the Thieves Guild way. So we've definitely geared it towards you being, a sneaky.
Awesome. Well, we'll
Sneaky
hop
jerk.
in and take a look at some of that today during the show.
Yep. We also have Mike Finnegan, the dungeon lead, and he is.
Why do they have
in
new
charge of
developers every time? I don't know. I never saw these
Oh,
guys.
that's and arenas.
And arenas.
So,
Yeah, pretty much any instance content
Not
that we
PvP
do.
arenas.
Not not
Just-
PvP. It's all PvE, pretty much instance content for groups, trials, dungeons, and then we also handle the arena.
They have one developer for PvP.
Yep.
Brian Wheeler.
As we
He's
said,
just
we will be showing you
the one-
first
the
look
one
of
PvP
Thieves
guy.
Guild live on the show.
And all
We
these other
have,
dudes
one of our
too,
QA leads, Kyle
making the
Harris,
real
who's
game.
going to be kind of going through the game.
There
There he is. He's actually sitting on a bouncy ball.
He is.
So
Not just
Right
vibrating.
seat,
next
seat
to
of
me.
choice.
And here come the memes.
yeah, incoming.
I like the guy's shirt.
So yeah, we are on a
Power
development
glove.
server today since this isn't on PTS yet.
I like
it's
that.
obviously not live yet, so you may see a couple little oddities.
Nice
like,
style, man.
I don't know, a tester flying by, or just some weird text on the screen, or whatever. But that's development for you. So
I've told the devs not to turn anybody into giant chickens, so.
that's a good
Aw.
start.
I think Kyle will also have some special buffs on him that are developer buffs so that we can actually show you the content without him getting murdered over and over.
We'll show you the
Yeah.
trial, so he definitely needs those buffs.
Yeah. So the content is not so easy that you can solo it. It's just that Kyle is a god right now in game.
Good way to put it.
Aw.
That's
Just
gonna
in
go to his
game.
head. Oh my God. Well, let's get started, right? So we are going to start off in Hughesbane, specifically in Abah's Landing, which is kind of the main city in Hughesbane. So do you want to, I guess, just start off with telling people how you even get there?
Yeah, so here's the map.
Abah's Landing is one of the only major city in Hughesbane. Hughes Bane is a never before seen area in Tamriel. If you are old like me and have played Redguard, you'll know about the Tanith houses and all of that lore nerd stuff that I love. This is a location that's off the Abyssinian Sea, and it gets a lot of pirate attention. So through the ages, there's been tons and tons of money coming through here, and with tons of money comes tons of merchants and commerce, and in this time, a lot of war profiteering, a lot of criminals looking for a place to hide, or even
Island's tiny. It is tiny.
Clandestine, like,
it's really
alliance
tiny.
Talks.
Son
Because
of a bitch.
Abah's Landing is a free city. It's not beholden to like the Daggerfall Covenant. It's not beholden to even King Faharajad, even though this is technically the Hammerfell continent.
So much like the Thieves Guild themselves.
Very similar. It's definitely a good spot for the.
That's the
Thieves
entire
Guild
DLC area. I
to
think
be
it
around
is.
in. So
Yeah,
the city,
it's pretty small.
While it has laws, the laws are mostly carried out by merchant
the drinking
lords
game we're
that
playing. No one's giving me
control
one.
the coin in the city. So the guards that you'll find in here are mercenary guards to some extent. They definitely don't want you to see you do the same crime. So stealing is
son
still
of a
technically illegal.
Bitch.
And things like that, and accosting people. and
Alakir
such.
Desert King.
So
son
in
of a bitch.
That's a cool site right there.
Gotcha.
this is the Manor District, where you'll find a lot of.
It's gonna be
those
$30 for a place you
aforementioned
can run across in 30
merchant
seconds.
lords live in
It looks pretty small. It
parties
looks
and
less
such.
than half the size of Hrothgar.
So when the player gets to
And,
the way that the player gets to Abah's Landing is through the first quest in the Thieves Guild DLC. So through the first quest, you are introduced to the Thieves Guild and find your way to Abah's Landing. One of the things that is plaguing the Thieves Guild right now,
son of a bitch.
because you would think with this town,
Neon
with a
all
whole bunch
day,
of
thank you for
crime and all
following.
these clandestine activity, that the Thieves Guild would flourish, and they did until very recently.
It's small because they want
And
less lag.
what has happened is there's a new player in town, as it were, the Iron Wheel, and they are a mercenary faction. We like to think of them as the kind of like the Pinkertons.
Okay.
So they are
Pinkertons.
employed by someone, and they are after someone, and they have basically hunted the Thieves Guild down and sent them into hiding.
Okay.
And that is where things are when you arrive, and you find out that the merchant lords, they see the Thieves Guild on their last legs, and they're like, well, we're not going to touch them because we don't want that kind of heat.
And it
So
looks like we're coming up on.
this is the
Just
Thieves
don't
Guild,
buy this shit.
den.
Put the foot
Okay.
down.
And they didn't always live in the cistern. They had to hide out here in the cistern, but it's still a pretty nice place.
Thieves
son
Den.
of a
That was hard to
you're
find.
loading into the den, Kyle,
It's a door,
there
it says
were
Thieves
a
Den
couple
on it.
questions.
Nice.
What were you wearing specifically
Ah.
in the game? Not right now. Was that one of the new motifs?
Yo, I love this.
Or-
New costume.
I can actually talk to that. So when you join the Thieves Guild, you will get a Thieves Guild initiate costume.
Let's
so
take a look at that.
You see
again.
how
Ooh,
Gina
that's
is
lighting.
like the.
So while you're doing crimes,
Gina's
for
got,
the
like,
Thieves Guild,
cue
I mean,
cards
you would
to
never
sell
do crimes.
things.
No. You can
Sell-
dress the
sell
part
this
and look the
fucking
part
outfit here.
as you're sneaking into people's houses and stealing their stuff.
Now the glowy face is not part of the costume.
No.
That's a.
That's
we'll
spoilers.
talk about that later.
That is a skin.
It's a skin.
That we'll talk
from
about
Maw of
later,
Lorkhaj,
yeah.
And also, Kyle is playing on PC, right? But using the console UI. He's using an Xbox controller to play, but he is on PC.
He's got a lot of money.
You're off.
He does have a lot of money.
He's loaded.
Oh, you mean in the game?
You're up, Snoo.
Looked like you had is it the Kindle Spit frog out too?
This guy
There
is the
he
best.
There you go.
New little
Some more
guy.
things to buy.
You'll definitely see a lot of them around Abah's.
So we have a
and the
DLC we
zone,
can buy.
Keysbane.
We've got a new skin. We've got this.
Most of the creatures
this
you'll
frog
find
right
around
here.
here are a little strange and slightly inhospitable.
Seen a few winged reptiles.
Yeah. Flying things that come after people.
Mhm.
It's the theme.
And
See,
these
this is kind of what I
costumes,
saw.
they're
I only
just
watched a
cosmetic,
little
right?
bit
They
of
don't
this.
have any
I'd
real
kind of seen
functional
this
use.
part already.
You can wear whatever armor. Well, we wanted to basically.
Now, they're
you know,
always
people are
selling
gonna hop
shit in
into
the
this
ESO
content and be
Live
like,
now.
Oh, I'm playing
But this
I'm
seems
thankful I
like
have
a
my sneaky
full
outfit, but there might be
fucking
someone who's playing like I play a sorcerer with a resto
show
staff,
to
and
selling
I still want
stuff.
to be sneaky, so now I can wear this
You
costume.
still want to look cool.
Yeah,
Looking cool is its own report.
it is.
But that's a pretty cool costume.
So now that Kyle's into the cistern, he can
Which-
finally find his way to this very secret entrance of the actual Thieves Den. So the Thieves Den in Abah's Landing functions as an outlaw refuge. So this has all the services that you'd expect for an outlaw refuge: fences,
Forget the camel mounts.
no
yeah.
justice guards,
Sure
obviously.
they'll
so
be
the
in here
place to
somewhere.
hide out when you're
Couldn't get
have
through without
a
it.
million bounty. We have.
Million. What
Yeah.
are you doing, Anna?
Well, you know, you do a lot of work in the Thieves Guild. You get noticed a lot. It happens. There's a couple
As
of
a
new
lore
services
scholar.
that we're offering in here. One of
Oh,
them,
look
which,
at that statue.
oh yeah, you'll probably maybe find out about that statue. Maybe. But there's
Maybe find out about
a
it. It's the Thieves
guild
Guild
trader,
statue.
in
Check.
this area, which is different from the other outlaw refuges.
That's where you get your skeleton
So for
key
people
from.
that do the guild buyer bidding,
Maybe find out
this
about
might be
it.
a good place,
Fuck
especially
outta
if you're going to
here.
sell, things that thieves would want.
They ain't gonna give you a skeleton key in this game, though.
And this whole area is an area
Well,
that you
unless
can
you
go
pay
to
crowns
no
for
matter
it.
what level you are, right?
Right. So this is an area you can play at any level. You can play with any class. You can play as any alliance. This is a kind of a free zone, if you will. You can't have
Look
the
at all
sweet
the
rolls.
sweet rolls.
Similar to Arsinium, we battle level you. So obviously, if you're actually level 50 and have those skill points, you'll have more access to cool things. If you come in at level 3, you can still do stuff, but you'll find yourself a little hampered.
Oh, what's this area? This is cool.
This is one of the areas in the Thieves Den. This is actually where a lot of characters
Imagine
stay.
what a great place would be to PvP in,
during
though.
their downtime.
Sure,
And
yeah.
So you'll see this is
IC is a good
area
place to
where
PvP
a
in,
character
too.
named Gwen stays.
Problem is,
You
there's
will
no
meet her
real
pretty
reason
much
for a
right
lot of
off the
people to
bat
go
when you
there.
start the Thieves
Oh,
Guild.
yeah.
And she's kind of your partner during a lot of
It's
the
so
quests.
easy to make changes to it, too.
And this is another person that you will meet.
The content's
during the first
there.
quest.
Likes his art.
just have to
He
change
is
what's in
called
there.
Walk Softly, and he is a very dapper Argonian. One of my favorites. But this area,
It's the fakest
if
laughs
you've
I've
noticed
ever
it walking
fucking heard in my
through,
life.
There's a fair amount of stuff. There's not a lot of people walking around. That's in part because of the Iron Wheel and what they've kind of driven the Thieves Guild into. And there's a lot of touchstones in here about like loss of the guild members and how they've kind of fallen apart.
This fucking sucks,
And the guild
man.
master is not
This
necessarily
really
racked with
sucks.
guilt, but she's definitely feeling the
You guys mind if I skip past some of this shit?
emotional
This is
toll of,
this is terrible.
hey, I just lost.
Quick, just wanted to reiterate to everybody who
Let's-
just joined. We just kind of saw a big flood of people coming in. Today's show is welcome to the show. Today's show is strictly about Thieves Guild and the content, the trial that you'll see in there. We're going to be going into base game patch items such as all the ability tweaks and balances. Any other, Brian Wheeler was on the show last time. He already went into the Cyrodiil updates that are incoming, but base game patch stuff will be in upcoming shows. There's one in 2 weeks and then 2 weeks after that. So today.
You see how I have to talk about it again? Because people are interested in the base game stuff. They're interested in the PvP stuff. And in between segments, like, hey, if you just joined, just so you know, we're just selling shit today. Okay? We're not going to be talking about stuff you guys give a fuck about, so it's going to be in the next week or something. We got to sell shit today.
Today is
It's time to
strictly
pay the
Thieves Guild.
bills.
Giving you a little tour.
This
of
is our
new
4-month. We're going to sell shit, and if we
So,
don't
let's
hit
see,
that
we're in Thieves
fucking
Bane now. Why
number,
don't you tell us about this
people
area?
are going to get
Hey,
let go
there's the
probably.
tunnel.
We're going to go downhill.
You'll
We're going to
see
be on the
a lot of
shutdown.
cannons around here. They're definitely
It's
animals.
just a matter of
made for
time.
this
Which DLC is it
kind
going
of
to
biome.
be before we have to start
This thing
fucking letting go,
is
people?
not a friendly place. It's very inhospitable to what people would consider.
Here's the
a good,
camel.
colony
Here's the
site.
camel with the thing jumping behind it.
Early in production, we
There's all the
kind
stuff
of
you can
modeled the
buy.
idea off of Australia, where it's a place where everything wants to kill you, and it's just dry and inhospitable everywhere.
Shout out to Australia.
Shout out to Australia. And obviously it's evolved from that, but yeah, Hughes Bane has a fair amount of new creatures. most of which want to kill you as
Son of
would.
a bitch.
And 2 new delves, 2 new
Camel looks
group
more
bosses.
retarded than the
This
bears.
is one of the delves.
It looks tiny.
but one
Camels
has
are bigger
gloom.
than that, I'm pretty sure.
So,
Pretty sure this is like a miniature
little
camel.
background on this area. Ooh, is that a mosquito? I was distracted.
Camels also don't.
I love these guys.
I don't think they run like that.
Son of a
These
bitch.
are the Kotugavas, as they're called in the ancient Yokudan tongue, or I guess you could call it the Ragada tongue, but I wouldn't.
You're doing a better job than I would.
Not better than Lore Master Lawrence
luckily
himself.
Kyle
We
is
get him
invisible
on
to the
here,
monsters, so
please.
they don't,
Son of a
attack
For the
bitch.
love of
by
God,
attacking
bring
us,
Lore
which
Master
is
Lawrence on here.
So as I said, this is Baraha's Gloom. It is a
You're
red
telling me a
guard
story
tomb.
about where those
So
bugs
Red
came
Guard,
from.
Are
What they feed
normally,
on, their
if you play
diet.
Alakir, you'll know that the Red Guard are basically
You son of
antithetical
a
to undead.
bitch.
They
Files, guys,
the
welcome.
undead are an abomination to them, so they cleanse their dead to basically bless them so they cannot be raised, which is part of the storyline on the Alakir. However, if you are a Red Guard and you are a Necromancer, then yeah, you can. Normally, if you've played Alakir, you'll know that the Red Guard are basically antithetical to undead. They're undead. The undead are an abomination to them, so they cleanse their dead to basically bless them so they cannot be raised, which is part of the storyline on the Alakir. However, if you are a Red Guard and you are a Necromancer, then yeah, you can become undead all you want. So what happened was this area, the backstory, and you'll learn this backstory through.
What the fuck is she talking about?
We
There's no
have
necromancer
several
in this
like
game either.
historians that talk about the backstory, and there's little notes around. But the originator, Prince Hugh, who founded Hugh's Bane, invited his uncle and Bane because they're
Don't listen to her.
They have the most fun in
Is this underneath?
is kind of encroaching
He's got his aggro turned off. This guy's name here behind.
the boss at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't want to necessarily
It's an era
spoil you
Etronarch.
on
It's just
what you have
reskinned.
to do for this boss. But you can technically do it by yourself.
It's a very cool area.
Just to reiterate, the costume that Kyle's wearing, you get that just for having access to the Thieves Guild. Yes.
Right.
And doing the first quest, right?
Just for
That's
buying the
reward
DLC.
for joining the Thieves Guild.
So what's this guy's name here behind us? Not the
The frog?
the frog's trying to get attention.
Oh.
Not you either, Rich.
Aw. Dang. So this is one of the
Red
new
Guard
monsters
Necromancer
that you'll
equal King
find
Richard.
In, parts of the Thieves Guild.
There are no
It is
necromancers.
a,
I don't know what she's talking
a
about.
guardian of a lot
I
of
really don't know.
Yokudan tombs in the area.
You don't want to talk about shit that's not in your
The
game.
name of the monster is the Mournful Aegis, and they're kind of an animated armor. They're not quite undead. They're more like
Otherwise, people are going to
shackled
ask for
souls.
necromancers.
And only the most evil of necromancers have basically created these.
There are no. Where are these
creatures to guard their
necromancers?
tombs. But you'll also find them in other tombs in Hugh's Bane and in Tanith, because they're not
Hill, we are going to be.
to the Yokudan gods.
Please get her
A lot
off.
of times they would just think
27 minutes in.
characters,
Get her
so-
the fuck off.
Son of
For
a
God's sake.
bitch.
the item sets are kind of split up
What is
between
this? Is this the trial?
Marvel characters, so
Hugh's Bane that you'll find. There are 2 of them.
Play well.
You will need a
No
group.
pressure, man.
You
Yeah.
will need a group for these.
and again, Kyle has a buff on him that makes him much more powerful than a
He's
normal
got
character.
more than a buff.
So
He's not taking damage.
that is why he is still alive. Otherwise, he wouldn't be.
Basically,
doing
not
light
even taking
attack.
damage.
That
It's
is-
almost like you're not.
Nice.
so both
He's
of
literally
the
using the
group
worst
bosses,
DPS skill in the
have,
game.
Kind of a
Nice.
preamble to the fight.
Oh,
to-
maybe not. He's got
to
Maelstrom
stop
daggers.
Son of a
as it
bitch.
says over there. You should be able to complete this fight with 4 players pretty easily.
You son of a bitch.
That are, have good builds and are pretty good at fighting bosses. Obviously, the more players you get, the easier you'll get. The more with a whole bunch of people. You have to-
Grizzly Ben, thank you for the resub, man. Welcome.
doing group content,
Thank you for the support, brother.
especially like pug group content.
How's it going?
Group bosses are definitely
Just got back from PAX South. Welcome back. I was just watching this ESO live, man. It's very uneventful, though.
So
I don't have much to say.
Thieves Den has several new item sets. The item sets are kind of split up between doing quests. Or
Sorry,
doing
I'm
bosses,
trying
or
to
doing,
listen.
delves. So one of the item sets drops.
There's not
from
much to
doing
like
group
comment on
bosses,
yet.
But it also drops from doing a higher
son of a
level, or I
bitch.
should say,
There's been a lot of
higher
circle
difficulty
jerking
quest.
and
So
salesmanship
if you
right now.
are
but-
really interested in doing group bosses, you can get a lot of good gear from those. If you're really interested in doing kind of solo quests, you can still get
We got
some
a-
kind of gear with.
Okay, so there's different paths.
We got
to
to
get
donate
sets.
on deck.
So there she.
Sorry, I'm gonna pause it real quick for donates because I need to read my donate messages. I regret wanting you to do this. This is making me hate this game. I'm sorry. We're in it.
Yes.
I think it'll get better. It can't get worse than this, right? I didn't see the rest of this. I didn't even see this far when I saw it. I saw the first half. I didn't know they kept her on this long.
So yeah, I mean,
She's
this
bad.
boss is pretty fun. There's a little.
I'm
lot
not.
of
I'm
movement.
not
I love
interested in
snakes, so
anything
if you're
she's
afraid of
saying.
snakes, it's probably not the best boss.
Why is this guy running around with God mode on?
Come right away. Oh, she's coming after you. The snakes are here. They will not. Oh no.
Oh no, you're feared. With God mode, it doesn't matter. You
Well,
can do whatever you
Kyle
want.
can't die, so
You can go take
he's
a
gonna sit there.
AFK break. It doesn't matter, man.
So I guess next we're gonna jump into.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Here we go. Nice.
Yes.
And again, Kyle has just crazy buffs on him right now. So even though he's going through and not taking damage,
He's
you
not taking
definitely
damage.
don't wanna
Not
try
gonna
and
be a
solo
thing
this
that
trial.
people are gonna do.
Yeah.
I
solo.
don't know. I'd like to see a video of that.
By the way, the guy behind Kyle, everyone keeps asking, who's that guy there? That's Casey.
He's fine.
That's Casey. He takes care of our audio for us.
Also not a robot.
He's controlling the soundboard. Okay.
So, Mike, do you want to get started just kind of talking about Maw of Lorkhaj a little
Yeah,
bit?
we'll talk a little bit about the lore. The lore with this
Hang on a
is
sec. Let me grab
brand
Tyrion.
new lore.
Now I got something to say here. Alright. If they're showing off this content, I don't understand. Is there not a single motherfucker in this building that can play this fucking game that they don't have to give them God mode buffs? Is there somebody in there? Can you just show us that you're the least bit competent? That you can throw somebody in there that's not just gonna fucking do light and heavy attacks and spam fucking one skill? He's not even gonna switch his bars. He's like, you know what? I got dual wield and I'm good with that because I got God mode buffs on, and I'm just gonna do whatever. Like, is there anybody at ZeniMax? Can you just show me somebody knows how to play the fucking game there? If you're gonna show the game off, put somebody on that can fucking play it. This guy isn't doing shit in here.
In regards to the
I don't get it.
We
It makes no sense to me.
Lorkhaj is not new.
You got a fucking QA team. Put one of those motherfuckers on here. Don't put some ass clown bouncing around on a ball that's not doing a goddamn thing. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Twilight Cantors. And what the Twilight Cantors are, the lady who gives you the quest in here, Adarahai, is one of those. She's brought here because the Twilight Cantors are monks that sing hymns and stuff to the moon, and it's very
Jesus
elegant and everything
Christ.
like this. But they also have a dual purpose in that they're also like exorcists for the Dramathra. So she comes in here and she wants to exorcise the Dramathra that have infested the Temple of the Seven Riddles, which is was the official name of the Maw of Lorkhaj.
Son of a bitch.
And she needs help
Hey,
because
monkey
she realizes
dog,
the
get in
the
here.
Dramathra here are extremely powerful.
So how do players get here?
There's a couple ways to get here.
How do they
You
get here?
can- once you
First, they have
the
to pay,
DLC, you can-
$30 to buy
actually,
the
you're gonna see
DLC.
The icon if you discover
Then they
it
have to
in,
ride a
Reaper's
camel
March.
mount up to
South of
the
Dokrin
new
Monastery,
dungeon.
There's going to be a trial marker on your map.
Might have to buy the
Or
pet
there's
to get in.
there's actually in Abah's Landing there's a quick little quest with a boat that'll take you directly there as
Okay.
well.
That
Great.
sheet looks very distressed.
Yeah, what was going on with that Khajiit?
That was one that has been possessed by the Dramathra spirit. So you will fight some of those in here, but the main big baddies are, you see them there, the Twilight Cantors are now praying and trying to hymn to her and make sure that she kind of gets that spirit's cleanse for her. This is also the very first time that we've had a trial
10
breaking
inches
down the mechanics
unbuffed.
aspect. This is the very first trial we have.
You're the
that's gonna have
follow.
a normal and a veteran version, and it is going to scale. The normal version scales from level 10 all the way up to VR 16, and the veteran version will scale from VR 1 to VR 16.
That's great. So in normal mode, as far as difficulty, do you think people could pull together a pickup group, a pug, and
Yes,
try it
very
out?
much. So normal mode is
All these questions.
we were aiming
This
for
whole
was
thing
a
is
lot like,
scripted. This
you
whole
take a look at
goddamn
the
thing's
difference between
scripted.
Normal and veteran females from arena kind of thing. We
You
wanted
think
to
players will have
point
fun?
gear
Yes, I
towards that.
do
We want
think
a lot
they'll
of
have
people to
fun
be able to
here.
come
They
in
will
here
have
and
lots of
experience
fun
the
in
story
the
and
Thieves
experience the
Guild
content.
DLC.
Without the crazy over-the-top numbers that you might need.
Just
for
fucking
the
say it.
veteran, which gets
Don't have to
very,
act like a
very,
dumbass
very
and ask
difficult.
questions.
So,
Stupid.
that was where our mindset was for that. So the normal is you could do it at level 40. I mean, we had or level 10. We had balance points where that's what we were during testing. We were checking to make sure that you could do this.
The loop scale.
Yep, the loop scale, so you can get a full set of trial gear at level 10 if you really want to.
As a PvP player, do you play
So
trials?
it'll be higher than
I've done all the trials. I've done all the PvE content in this game.
Another aspect of this, the Twilight.
I have.
I talked briefly about it. Was the
For me, it'll
music
depend on
is
what the
a heavy
loot
part
is.
in this. The,
If I want to
the
get the
Dramathra
loot,
wants you to follow
then
something
maybe I'll
called
do it.
Event
We'll
Dance,
see.
which is this
It really
very
depends. We'll see.
Rhythmic type music
See on the
that
TTS.
sways and seduces Khajiit to the side of Dramathra, which eventually they become possessed and corrupted. Whereas
This game gets deleted
dubstep
from
of the Khajiit
history.
world is what it is, and
Oh
the
shit,
regular Khajiit are
Tyrion.
like,
We
we
gotta
can't
spill.
have dubstep. They are really, they're fighting
No,
against
don't-
the
no.
dubstep movement of the
Can't
bed
do
dance.
whiskey, man.
So you,
fucked.
their music is elegant and light, and you actually will hear some of that as you progress through the trial. Adarahai, if you hang around and watch some of the theater moments, she will go, and as she cleanses these giant tablets, you'll hear her sing in the
Alright.
voice of the Khajiit.
We're gonna see
which-
one
There's
of
there's
those
too
here.
much
we are
role
gonna
playing
see one of those
happening,
here.
even
And
for
you're actually
me.
gonna sing in the voice of the Khajiit, which
I run around zone
originally
saying
when
I'm
we
Lord
recorded
Fengrush,
it,
but
we
whatever's
wrote it
going
out
on,
and everything, and we sent it to the
this is too deep
the
for me.
translators, and they were like, "What is this?" So
I can't wait to see this guy's expert plays. You guys ready?
Put together a way so that we have
This is gonna be
that,
good.
Just record it, and then so it plays it. It plays it.
Oh, he's
nice
sneaking.
throughout
With a bow.
Now,
all languages and stuff.
I'm
And
gonna
Here you
it-
go, the bow dual wield build.
Somebody in chat was like, oh,
By the way, he doesn't have a heal on his bar. Oh, his god mode. He doesn't need
the
that.
veteran version is probably the hardest content we've ever made.
Who needs a heal on your bar?
It's going to push, especially for group content. It remains to be seen, but we think it's going to be pretty close to on par with veteran Maelstrom as far as difficulty goes. So
He did bar
I mean,
swap. I'll give him that.
the last fight is
He opened with his
gonna be
bow.
aiming for
Now he's
close to 10
engaged
to
in
15
melee
minutes just
combat.
for the last fight alone. So it's pretty intense stuff. These are the normal monsters. These are not. These are possessed guys.
And he would not be able to take them on by
No.
himself if he
But
didn't
those
have the
I said
crazy
no,
buffs.
probably not. But these guys are if people that have played AA and Hellra will recognize, and even Sanctum of Fate will recognize these. These are the Bannermen. These are the super special monsters that have unique abilities. So a lot of what we learned from previous trials and group content and even arenas is all the fights, particularly in AA and Hellra, were very, very static. You didn't have to move a lot. A lot of people just run in and gather everything up, AoE it down, and stuff like that. And what we wanted to do was generate more movement in these fights so the players can move around.
movement,
and
less-
target priority won't
less
be
just
emphasized.
standing in a
So as they
ball
go,
and-
they say, okay, we want to kill this monster first, and then this monster, and then this monster, and based on the abilities they're going to do. So you're going to have a lot of.
I guarantee you what
knock
he just
people
said they
in
want to
the
avoid
air,
doing.
like,
That's what's going to happen.
a lot of
Why would you not
have
focus down
these
one and
giant
then the
push
next and
shields
the
on
next?
ground, which in veteran mode will zap your resources plus do damage and snare you.
Okay,
and
so kill the
those are
archer
coming up
first,
throughout
like-
the entire thing. These little dread stalkers will summon cats and then mark people so that they're marked for death, and all the cats will attack one person who's marked for death. So you want to pay attention to them. So they had all kinds of stuff with the unique Bannermen that we have in here, and I think it adds a lot to some of the encounters.
So is this a boss?
No, this is not a boss. This is just you're going to see a lot.
Oh, it
of
all
Bannermen.
died
Just a-
nice.
It's
Like a
just
mini
an
boss?
encounter, not even a mini boss.
Oh, okay.
That's just the,
Where did I get
that's
the
just the
name?
Bannerman. You can see them
FENGRUSH.
throughout the entire dungeon.
Am I a
It's
Tekken
just-
fan? I am a Tekken
they're
fan, but
like
it's
the big
nothing to do with
groups
Tekken.
of the normal base pop that we have.
Sorry, I'm whispering sweet nothings into Kyle's ear.
That sounds like.
It sounds like. I was just saying, some people wanted to.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Oh, we can show that later.
He has a very special ability that I created.
Dev only.
You're gonna see very high
Some
damage
singing.
numbers from
Yeah, just for anyone joining, everyone
There's
who's
some
like,
singing
"Oh,
going
here's
on."
the damage. He
This
has crazy buffs.
Yes. So this right here is. This is the first time you meet Coolandro, who we affectionately called Kool-Aid Joe. Coolandro, who is the main enemy of the trial. He will talk to you throughout the entire trial. Tell you he's the one who lures Khajiit to the bent dance. So he will pop up, and Adarhai comes and she
She's an
sings. You saw
undercover
that tablet,
thought.
it had,
I
like,
don't
a
know what a
dark
thought
overlay,
is.
And then she came and she sang to it, and it cleanses the tablet of its evil magic. This is going to be so yes. So
This is what I'm talking about. I don't know what I don't know what to talk about in here. Like this. Okay, this is cool that there's
They're Dromothra too.
They are. Those are
a trial. I'm not
these
against
guys,
this.
These little guys that are coming out. Those are
That
just
they're putting a
possessed
trial in.
monsters, whereas,
They don't need a full DLC for a
those are
trial, though.
actually
You know.
Mothra beings.
They kind of beam down from the
Yeah,
sky.
they kind of beam down from the sky.
That's the
They
thing.
charge Kyle. They knock him back.
Wow.
Like you don't.
It's like on cue.
That's the only real content I see coming in this Thieves Guild patch. A new trial.
Just go ahead and
The fact that the old trials are not being scaled up is one of the biggest misses, I feel. I'm like a pure, strong PvP player, and for the people that like this game for PvE, I can't imagine how at this point y'all gotta wait another like 4 months for the old trials to even be scaled up, for them to even be worth doing. Like, why?
Definitely wanted
What the fuck are you guys doing?
a pretty hard escalation from.
If they're just so interested in making new content to sell that quickly that they can't take care of what they have. I don't agree with that.
Mechanics are simple. It still takes coordination and stuff, and the coordination.
I don't think it's acceptable
limit
at
that you
all.
need to have
I think
if
it's a
you- or the
huge miss.
coordination level that you
They
need to
fucking
have
with
to progress through is
PvP players
how
for
the second
sure.
boss
But even the PvE
will
players
show you
should
that
feel
one
let
as
down,
well.
in my
It's
opinion.
crazy nuts. But,
This shit,
so
this
one
isn't
is
even
these
stuff
little
that's gonna
platforms
keep you
around here.
engaged.
Son of a
Okay?
bitch.
You're not gonna go fucking play in the Thieves Guild for 4 months fucking robbing shops and boxes. You're not gonna do that shit for 4 months, man. You're gonna be like, oh, this is cool for a week. Okay. And then what else? There's a new trial and that's it. That'll last more than a week. But the old trials, how can you not scale them up? I don't understand that. It's one of the easiest things to do. It's so much easier than fixing PvP or anything else. And I don't even give a fuck about it. I really don't. But I realize how simple it is and how fucking stupid it is they couldn't do it.
Son of a bitch.
Running towards these platforms, and then one person gets to it, and it's like,
I heard the trials are getting scaled in March. I don't know when it is. I don't think it's coming until Dark Brotherhood.
Say, okay, people take these different platforms.
It should have been done. Should have already been done.
This is the second boss. This is very much a worship. This was the Temple of the Seven Riddles was a worshiping monk area. They would come here to take pilgrimage and stuff. So that's what this is, kind of like a meditation chamber. But if you notice the twins here, Vishai and Skinrai, they have kind of.
How far into this am I? 40
they
minutes
use the
of an
power
hour
to
and 14.
combat their enemies.
And I think I'm about to skip a
and
bit.
I'm not going to spoil too much
You
more on
son
that.
of a
It grants
bitch.
special buff. We have beat it internally. I'll say that. And that.
It's actually kind of silly.
I like to hear when the people are talking more than the
Extra damage.
talking about the gameplay, which is stupid.
So these sets we definitely wanted to gear towards groups. So a lot of the 5 set piece bonus in these will have a
son of a
synergy based buff,
bitch.
so that if you use a synergy, it grants a special buff to you that makes you more effective either through
Okay. It's like
spell
Maelstrom.
power or melee power or whatever.
To you
and
or to your?
to you.
Just
So,
one
but you need synergy, so you can't do it solo.
Yeah.
So, and every one of these set pieces has a 3-piece bonus that grants you a new buff called Minor Slayer. And what Minor Slayer does is it grants you 5%.
Can I stream
extra
till the servers are back
damage
up? I may be
against
able to a
bosses.
little, yeah.
You're
You're gonna watch the rest of this. We'll
That
see what
is
else is
not
in here.
just bosses in this trial. That's bosses in this trial, every other trial, every dungeon, some group world bosses, as
Savara.
well as the entirety of Maelstrom Arena bosses.
You
So
son of a
it's a
bitch.
pretty heavy PvE buff that we give to players. So you're definitely going to want to get the set bonuses in here.
Awesome.
You're
Any
definitely
questions?
going to want to
I have a
get
few
them.
questions.
Okay.
This one's actually kind of silly. Somebody was asking if any of the devs have ever beat the trial.
Yes.
Probably on veteran mode,
Devs.
I mean,
We have beat it internally. I'll say that, and that's because
Not externally.
QA is by far our best player, so that's who most often. That's who most often we go to.
Most
say, hey, do this kind of
often.
thing. Now, in normal mode,
They never
that's-
beat shit.
We can do that, but but we have devs that play with QA when we're doing balance testing and stuff like that. So
how many bosses in total can be found in this trial?
okay, so there are 3 bosses, but then there are 2 other major encounters which grant you loot. So or boss type loot. So there's 5 opportunities to get loot in this trial.
Okay.
Let's see. Loot
5 loot
differences
chances.
between normal and veteran mode of this trial.
So the trial has an opportunity to drop 7 different types of sets. There's 3 sets that people have seen before. Those are the aura sets, which grant health or something to the entire raid group or something like that, or trial group. So those sets which you've seen before, those drop for the first. Those drop mainly in normal, and you will get VR16 blue stuff for that if you fight the trial in blue VR16. Blue sets of those, and then the last boss in normal will drop a piece from the new set. And in veteran, you will pretty much get guaranteed drops of the new set, as well as then you can as you progress and do it more and more per week, then you'll get a chance to get the other sets too.
Okay.
I don't even know what
I was
that
hoping
meant.
you would talk longer because I'm still reading.
And I'm still talking. Sets, loot. Somebody's reading a
So
question.
there's a couple questions that were posted on the forums.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what these
Past
new
year or so.
sets are. They
Will
gotta be
the
strong for them to sell this,
VR16
honestly.
gear that drops from this
I feel like
trial, have a chance to drop in the weekly rewards also?
Absolutely. The weekly rewards are going to be revamped to be these 4 sets are now going to drop in the weekly, whatever the weekly trial is. So if it's AA or Hellra or Sanctum Fidio,
Yeah,
or
it's gonna be way too
even
slow to get it
DSA,
that way,
and
weekly
you get on the
reward, one
leaderboard, you get
piece.
your weekly reward. It'll be
Won't
I
matter.
believe gold versions of this loot. So yeah, it
Awesome.
will drop.
So there is a way to get those even if you don't have the DLC.
There's a way.
Cool.
slowly.
And, all
once
the
a week.
items that drop
Slowly.
from
He
there,
even
you
says
can
it. He's
look
like,
up
yeah,
and
you gotta
see
buy
if
it though if you really want the set.
You're just
Okay.
answering too fast for me.
Bind on pick up.
Knows too much.
Oh,
Sorry.
bind on pickup.
So what? I'll ask you the same question I asked Anna. So
Good.
of the
That'll
content
fix the
you've created,
economy.
What, without giving any spoilers, what are you looking forward to watching players take on the most? Because I know we're going to be doing some testing events.
So
You can get the old sets in the new trial. So that's what he means when he says there's 3 other sets you can get in these trials. They mean they're bringing in the old trial sets. Are they scaling them up to V16 and dropping them in this one? Because if that's the case, that's really fucked up. That's fucked up on a lot of levels. Fucked up in respect to what I just said about how they're not fixing and scaling the old ones. And they're like, hey, you like those sets? Well, you can get the V16 versions. You just gotta buy the DLC and run this new one. That's really fucked up if that's the case. God, people should give them so much shit for that. It's fucking disgusting if they're doing that. Like, why wouldn't they scale the old dungeons? I don't understand. Everything should be continuously scaled. Imagine if all dungeons were just stuck at V14. Just fucking forever, you know? You're like, oh yeah, it's old content, it's outdated, it doesn't matter. I mean, it just doesn't make sense that you can't keep your game up to date. It's really not asking a lot to go in and adjust the mobs. You're not rebuilding the environment. You're not rebuilding the instance. You're going in and you're adjusting mobs. You're changing mobs. That is it. Oh, they're stronger now. They're V16. Oh, they dropped new loot. They're V16. That's it. That's all you gotta do. The fuck? Why didn't they do that? I don't get it.
There's a lot that it's really tough to pinpoint one thing. So this is one thing as a developer that I absolutely love. We did this with Maelstrom and other trials and dungeons as we go out there and see. I love to get into streams when this goes on PTS because I love to jump into streams and just watch and see people do all of this stuff. So
it's a waste of existing content.
Bingo,
it really is.
Like I really want to see first attempts on the hard mode
for
of
me,
the final boss.
It makes it feel like the game is just
I
so.
don't think I can fully say how nuts that is. So like
mismanaged. It's like so disjointed. Like make it complete. If you scale the level to V16, scale your content with it. Or don't scale it. Don't make it V16 until you can scale your fucking content with it.
We'll watch streams for a half hour, 45 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, and people are just like, I just can't do this, can't do this, can't do this. And then you get a click moment there.
Oh, watch my stream, buddy.
And it's great as a developer because we're sitting there like, yes, that's right.
I'm clicking every 30 seconds, bro.
So it's really good to be able to see that kind of stuff. And you're going to see probably me and Seifer in streams as we go out there.
And you'll say
so.
hi.
My boy Seifer.
We'll say hi. We'll say hi.
I like
so
Seifer.
Who's
this guy? Does anyone know who this guy is? I don't think I've seen this guy in my stream, whoever he is. I've seen Seifer in the stream a lot. He's a cool cat. I like when he was in here when I was doing Maelstrom.
Interacting and watching and seeing how you do. And, if there's any guilds that
interacting. Oh, we're gonna interact with you, ZeniMax. We're gonna drop those AoE caps for you.
Let us know.
We're gonna drop the riot signs when you come through.
We'll see if we can get some.
I'd love to see. I'd love to see videos. If you don't stream it, you take videos. I'd love to see those too.
Skull Crush, 4 in a row. Here from the start. Thank you, man. Get some biceps up for Skull Crush. Thank you, bro.
It's. Yeah, it's something
His
we
name's
really
Donald
do love
Trump.
to see that
Seifer.
that
This isn't Seifer. This is not Seifer right
here.
here. Who's this guy? Does anyone know who this is right here?
Well, I think.
Is that for the questions?
That's it.
Okay.
For now.
Yep.
But we're not done. Don't worry. We are going to say goodbye to these guys.
Oh. Radiohead. 4 in a row.
But for now, we're going to do a giveaway.
Some more biceps.
We'll have Rich on.
Thank you, man.
But giveaway first.
Thanks, guys.
Son of a bitch.
Thanks for the
So
support.
for today's giveaway, we have, we're going to print out.
It's Batman. Okay.
Thieves Guild art that we put. It's on the
Omega.
new website.
Killing me with that. What can I say?
There's
I
some
can't say
wallpapers
that. I
were
can't
released
repeat that on
yesterday.
stream.
It's kind of got some dudes in the middle stealing something, and we're gonna print that out and have the team sign it for you. That worked on Thieves Guild. So.
You fuck.
Oh no! You know what? I didn't tell Kai what the secret word was going to be. Thief. There, I Skyped it over to him. So don't start typing it yet, because we're not ready.
Who won the million? That's a good question. I don't know.
Completely different floor,
Supposed
so
to be
I can't
picked
just shove it
yesterday.
to him.
I'll tell you what. I didn't get an email.
Tell me when you're ready.
I didn't expect one either. I probably
All
came
he did
up.
was give me a smiley face emote. I don't
Probably
know if that
came
means
up
he's
for the
ready
winner.
Or I'm going to kill you.
They're never gonna give me the $1 million. Not in a million years would
Well,
they give me
everyone in
that.
chat is saying thief, so I hope he's ready. Awkward.
You son of a bitch.
There you go, Speeds.
So yeah,
there's
whoever
material
wins,
for
we can get in
Speeds
touch
right
with you
there.
and figure out, what size you want. We can kind of
Did you miss
customize it
anything?
for
No,
you.
not really.
We'll have the Thieves Guild team.
Unless you're
sign
sitting
it.
camels or
maybe Rich and
Thieves
Matt
Guild
and
skins.
Whoever else.
You didn't miss too much yet.
It'll be a one-of-a-kind piece. Please don't eBay it.
Please don't. Come on. You know what we'll do? We'll ask
They
for your
repicked
name
when
and
FENGRUSH
then have
chose
them
them.
write
They
your name
would.
all over it, and then that way it's only special to you.
Seriously, they would.
Okay, so
There was one time they were doing a giveaway on here, and I type in the thing here for the giveaway, and I swear to God, Kai was sitting there and Gina's sitting there, and Kai does the thing and he clicks the button and he does a roll random for in the channel, and Gina looks over and she's like, no, repick. She's like, no, repick. I'm like, it must be me. I must have won because they won't give me a prize. So the same thing's gonna happen. I'm convinced they won't give me anything. So yeah, I didn't win the $1 million. Don't bet on it. It's not happening. I won't win anything in ESO streams. I go in there, I throw in the little keywords they want. They don't give me shit, man. It's fucked up.
We have a winner for this signed poster. It is going to be the Steezy Stee.
The Steezy Stee
Love
one,
the name.
though.
Steezy Stee, congrats.
Fingers, Kai hates your guts. Kai timed me out.
One
I
of us
PM
is
Kai.
with you
I was like, Kai,
over Twitch
what's up
chat.
with the timeout, bro? You said I could
Name and
express
address,
myself in the
whatever size you
channel.
want for the poster, and we'll ship that thing out probably in the next couple weeks. So, moving forward, we have.
Which he said
our
I
creative
could. He
director,
said I
Rich
could
Lambert
express
here. He's
myself.
going to go through some of the systems that you'll find in Thieves Guild. So
Welcome
here he
back,
is.
Rich.
There he is.
Everybody.
Oh, this guy.
Welcome back.
How the
It's
fuck
been a
did
little
you
while
get
since
your
we've
job
seen
in
you.
this position,
really
bro?
well.
Again, Rich is our creative director. We are going to start just by showing off some of the new skills that you can get in Thieves Guild,
right.
and these are all passive skills.
They're all passives, yes. And actually, before we do that, I actually saw a question in Twitch
That you want to answer?
that I want to answer because
Okay.
somebody was like, "Man, what is up with all the facial animations?" And
Oh.
we are on dev. We don't have all the full.
Who was the
VO
guy that
in,
said he was
and
gonna
so the
donate
facial
for every
animation
shot?
stuff is run
Where'd
when
he
we get
go?
the VO in, and so it's going to look a little wonky on the dev server. So
Good to know.
don't worry,
good
we didn't
note.
break anything. It's still there.
I saw that question too, and I was kind of afraid to ask. 'Cause I was like, I don't
It's
know
fine.
what's happening.
It's dev.
Paul
you
Sage
know,
left,
Kyle
that
was
is
running
how.
around
I
doing
know.
things that,
Oh, I
you
know.
The average player isn't going to be able to do.
Right.
And so I just want to make sure I called that out.
I would argue no player will probably be able to do what Kyle is doing today.
I
Yeah.
agree. I agree.
He has a buff that's making him
This dude looks like a
12
Teletubby.
or more.
You guys are so
Yeah,
brutal in
it's pretty
chat.
crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, Rich, chat wants to know if you ever wear pants or if you always just wear shorts, which is a funny question, actually.
It's a,
So Rich is Canadian,
Rich,
I am.
which means he's
I love the
impervious to
snow. I'm a
cold.
polar bear. I'm very well insulated, as you can tell.
we
And yeah,
we just had a nice little blizzard hit us a few days ago. And
35 inches of snow.
You made it
And
past 10,
literally,
you're
I
still
saw the
going
shot face
strong
over
at
Rich
58
shoveling
minutes. Parry
in his
denied.
shorts.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I did.
$30
And the
spot,
day after
brother.
the blizzard, I was in my shorts and t-shirt grilling. Yeah, so
Big supporter,
no,
man.
I
Thanks,
actually
brother.
don't. I think I have 2 pairs of pants, and one of them is a suit and tie. So yeah.
And that's only when you're forced to wear them.
Yes. Shorts all the time.
Okay, well, just to reiterate, we are going to go through base game patch content in future shows. That's going to include gameplay, ability tweaks, balance changes.
Oh, I
what
can't
have you.
wait
So
for that.
Today we're just focusing on Thieves Guild content.
You,
We want
you
you guys-
will
Wait for
get your
it.
robo at some
Yeah,
point.
we want you guys
You'll
to be
get
able
your
to see
robo
the
at
patch
some
notes
point.
and hop on PTS and try things out and get your questions ready, and then
You son of
we'll
a
answer them and
bitch.
then go into deep dives.
They're
on
not
base
going to
game
answer
patch
those
stuff. And the
questions.
next
They're
ESO
going to
lecture,
answer
and then
Hero
we'll-
of None's roleplay
So 2 whole
questions.
shows we'll dedicate to it.
I guarantee you.
Stuff to cover.
Yeah.
That's how it's
Some
going
of
to
them.
happen.
So let's get started looking at these skills.
Sure. So Kyle, why don't you open up the skills window there? And so they're passives.
Are these
They
any
are
good?
different
I
than
didn't
the
see
Legend
this.
Domain skill line. So I've seen some people, worried about
They're
that.
not in the
a bit. And so,
Legger.
the very first one, I'm just
They're
going
in
to go
their
through these in
own
order.
Thieves
So
Guild.
Finders Keepers, which Kyle will actually show off in a second here, is the
Guild.
very first
Alright.
skill that you will get when you join the Thieves Guild. Actually, when you get the DLC. And that allows you to see
son of a
what we're calling
bitch.
the Thieves Guild troves, or basically they're hiding spots that thieves have hidden gear.
Son of a
And they've got some really
bitch.
cool things in there. The next skill
I can't
is called
repeat some of
Swiftly
these
Forgotten.
comments on stream,
And
but
this
y'all
is
are
basically your
funny.
way of decreasing your
Thanks
bounty
for the
and
follows,
your
guys.
heat much
Welcome.
quicker. So again, it makes you a better thief. Haggling increases the sell
These
value
passives
of items
suck.
when you go to the fence. Clemency is my personal favorite, which is basically a get out of jail free card.
Your personal
And when you
favorite?
purchase that, if a guard comes up and accosts you, you will be able to talk him out of, arresting you and letting you go, which is a really nice thing. Timely escape. This is basically, if you're being chased by guards, you will find
Is there
some
nothing
NPCs
useful
that
here,
will
then?
help you escape the guards.
There's only one more,
which
Veil of
is,
Shadows.
another really fun new
Unless
thing
this
that
is
we've
like
added
Nightblade's
to the
cloak.
game. And then Veil of Shadows, it just makes it easier to be a thief. You can run around, you can
You
explore
son of
things
a
a little bit
bitch.
easier. You can do
This whole skill line is PvE garbage. Okay. Rich Lambert's personal favorite is some skill. I don't even remember what it does. You know why? Because the dude doesn't play this game. I'm convinced, okay? I will not believe this guy plays this game until I see a picture. Give me at least a picture. Just put a controller in his fucking hand with him looking at the screen with the game on it. Because I don't believe he plays it. I don't believe he could play it. I don't believe he could do much of anything in the game. Because I don't think he has ever fucking connected with this game at all. Honestly.
Of chits and wine.
Take a shot, babe. Gray Fox, thank you for the $10 spot, man. Cheers, brother. Alright. Rich Lambert.
You son of a bitch.
You have a real friendly smile. You look like a great guy. I don't think you play this game at all.
You son of a bitch.
I don't believe you. Stop lying to me. This is bullshit.
You son of a bitch.
This whole skill line shit. Here's the thing. They came out and said, and you heard the other streamers, you heard especially like Lefty. Lefty, this must have broke his heart. Lefty was like brokenhearted over the fact that they were not adding in the justice system. And this was a big thing, guys. This was like really big. They just took it out. They took the whole PvP portion of the justice system out. And honestly, I wasn't even the least bit surprised when they did. I am not remotely shocked that they took the PvP portion out. Because I don't know how the fuck they would have made it work. Because everything they do is fucking half-assed and broken. Especially when it's PvP related. It's tested for like a fucking second. If that. Usually they just throw it in. They say, does it look good? Yeah, it looks good. And nobody tests it. And there's shit broken all over the place. I'm not surprised there's no PvP. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't even put much effort into developing it. It probably got to the concept stage and they threw it out. And they said, listen, nah, it's not going to work. Just take it out. Just make the PvE portion and sell it. Turn some dollars and we'll move on to the next one. So that's probably how that went down. I'm not shocked at all. And it's a fucking sham, man. They didn't add any skills that matter at all to this game. And here's the thing. Here's the overarching point that I'm trying to make. They did it all for the sake of balance. They don't want to add anything new, no skill line that relates to PvP at all for balance purposes. So if this next patch doesn't resemble something closer to balance, if it's not a good patch, I'm telling you, the game is fucking done. It's going downhill. It's going to be just lit up on fire. It's going to be a dumpster bin just rolling downhill. Just picking up speed as it rolls. Just fucking on fire. Just killing anything in its path. This patch, if it's not decent looking, it's going downhill quick. And by the end of the year, this game will be fucked. Because here's why. They announced PvP arenas. Let's get some biceps in for this man. Game on. Game on 99. Thank you. But let me stop you there, Game on 99, and just continue. If they're going for PvP arenas with this game, they're not coming this year. I'd expect them Q1 of next year. Earliest. Q1 next year. Earliest. If they're going to do PvP arenas, battlegrounds, and they're not approaching balance in this patch, the game's fucked. I guarantee you. They can't fix balance in like 2 patches. You're not going to do it. Because the way this game patches is fucking flawed and screwed up, and it's the biggest problem with its PvP issues. They bounce every 4 months, and they don't do incremental patches. It's the biggest problem. They don't have an active bounce team. There's no people there that say, hey, I'm the combat/mechanics guy. I'm in touch with the community. I know what the problems are, and I fix things. That guy doesn't exist. That job is fucking vacant at ZeniMax. Nobody's there. Okay? It's Eric Roble, but he's not doing it. Okay? He doesn't know what's going on, man. There's bugs that have been in the game for over a year, and if you tell him, he'll go, oh, that's server client lag. No, it's not. It's not server client lag. It's actually, I could be 1v1 in the fucking zone with no lag and it'll happen. Yeah, it's server client lag. You're fucking out of your mind. These guys are in denial about what's wrong about their game in PvP. But there's my rant.
Justice type activities and not get caught quite as easily.
This patch,
So
it's
if
do or
you,
die. I'm telling you, the
for
PTS is
whatever
coming.
reason, lose
If it's
access
not
to Thieves
good,
Guild DLC,
it's all over. I'm
if you're
telling
an
you.
ESO Plus member,
Son
maybe
of a
lapses,
It's all over.
if you
And
haven't
I don't-
purchased it,
I don't want to be
you
negative,
still
but it
have
really is.
access
It's all
to
over if it's not good.
this skill line, even if you lose.
You do. You won't be
Access
able
to
to.
Thieves Guild, right?
You won't be able to.
I'm not hoping
increase,
for it. I don't want
your
it to be.
reputation and unlock further ones, but
I
wherever
want it
you
to be
left off,
better.
you'll be able to
I
do
want
it.
it to
So you can still
improve.
use it.
Yep.
I want to work with these developers
So let's take a look
that
at
ignore the
here's a
shit
code
out of us.
that Kyle just so happens to have stumbled upon. These are all these are all throughout Tamriel. They're not just in Hughesbane. And so they always have some cool
Sorry
things.
if
And actually,
I'm neglecting chat a bit.
Kyle has
I'm just
found
kind of
a
going
treasure
off
map in
the
this
cuff
one.
now.
Sometimes you will find what we're calling bounty expungers, which you can use as kind of like blackmail to remove some bounty instantly.
Okay. Is it a consumable?
Welcome to the
It
stream.
is a
if
consumable, so
you're,
it's a one-time use thing.
Okay, he's
Thanks
got
for the
one
new
up there.
files. Welcome
there you
if
go.
you're new.
And so this one, this is a counterfeit pardon. This is a bigger one that you can get that removes, significantly more
Tyrion,
bounty.
you gotta chill the
And
fuck
then
out,
when you
bro.
complete the
You're
Thieves
just all
Guild,
over, man.
You will get a bigger one, and you will get a special reward for doing that.
Come on. Take it
How
easy.
high is the max for the Thieves Guild skill
Oh,
line?
oh.
Does it go up to 20?
Is it 12? I think it's 12.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm just most of them are 10. I think this one's. I'm pretty sure this one's 12. So yeah.
Okay, so that was a trove. And these are all over Tamriel?
They're everywhere in Tamriel.
Okay.
So if you get the Thieves Guild, DLC,
If-
either by purchasing it or by being ESO Plus, as you're wandering around the world, you're going to find these
son of a
big stashes,
bitch.
and you can get some pretty cool stuff out of them.
Great.
Did you hear that, guys? If you buy the Thieves Guild or the ESO Plus thing, you just might wander around the world and find money in your pockets, ready for you to loot. Gotta buy the DLC though, guys. What's the next DLC gonna bring? What's the next DLC gonna guarantee me in my pocket? How you gonna fix the fucking economy? This shit's all bind on pickup, man. There is nothing I can fucking sell in the market anymore. Everybody's broke as shit. If you go to look at the market, it's such a piece of shit now. If you go look at guild stores, the most expensive item is like fucking 80K, and it's fucking flowers. Like, what the fuck happened to the market, man? Where did it go? Like, what? People are all selling shit now. Like, there's no way to make money. There's nowhere to dump your resources. It's all a bunch of garbage. And these motherfuckers are making everything bind on pickup, and God almighty, man. We had Matt Firer on here last week talking about crafters leveling up to fucking... he didn't even make sense, man. I don't even know what the fuck that guy was talking about.
All right, so...
So now
These guys are out of touch.
we are moving towards
lost.
some of the repeatable and daily quests that we've added in with the Thieves Guild. And this first one
I'll be right back. I'm dump Tyrion.
is very similar to Orsinium, where there's this is the reacquisition board, where you get your daily quests to go and do the delves and the group bosses in the zone.
Okay, so this is
Son
one
of
of
a
3 different
bitch.
types of repeatable content?
Yes.
Oh, come on.
And this one, those ones will just keep you in Hughesbane in the area, just for the delves and just for the group bosses
Okay,
there.
and they're once a day?
Sorry,
They're
hang
good.
on.
Yes.
Man, you're killing me. You just want to be held all day. Okay, sorry.
And then there's 2 other types we're going to take a look at.
There are. And so the other types.
I thought I could get rid of him. I can't.
When Kyle finishes loading here.
Fingers,
So
where the hose at?
there's
I'm all alone
repeatables
tonight.
in here, which are basically infinitely repeatable quests, and these are quests that leverage the justice system. So these are quests that send you off to go and pickpocket certain NPCs or certain types of items from NPCs, or steal certain types of items or lockboxes from lockboxes.
And these are anywhere?
Can you go
These
down?
take you all throughout Tamriel.
Okay.
And then, in addition to those, we have an all-new type of daily quest called Heists.
Heists.
And these heists are pretty involved, pretty detailed, and they're really a test of skill for thieves.
I saw a little bit
And
of
you'll
this.
find them in the Thieves Guild.
See, I had to watch
Threat
ESO
and
live
Trip.
while I was at work, so I
And
couldn't hear it, but I could
there's a
see a
heist
little bit here and there.
And you go up there,
and I
you'll
saw a
get a
little bit of
random
this. So I
And
do
then
want to
you
comment
talk
on this.
to, an NPC here.
So here we go.
Far and dark.
Well, I didn't get to see it
and
and
he
hear
will
it.
take you directly to
So I'm
this
excited to
this
see and hear
space. And in this space, like I said, this is a test of skill, and so
this is different every day, or
this is-
there's a number of different.
there's a number of these quests, and they're
Wait a minute.
randomized. So you'll get a different one every day potentially.
So you can't just learn the one map and.
I mean, players will learn them, and that's
Yeah.
that's what we want, right? And the really cool thing about this is there's a timed element to these things, and so as you're playing, and you'll see as Kyle starts making his way through, and you'll see a timer pops up on the set of
Massless, did I say that right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but let's get some oh, there they are. The biceps already coming. They're flowing. Woo! Look, oh man, killing them. Thank you guys for bringing in the big bicep pipe here. Welcome to the club, man. Get in here, you son of a bitch.
objectives pop up, and if you complete
There
this
he
task
is.
or this heist, you'll always get a reward, even if you don't beat the
Enjoy the
time
emotes.
or
New ones are
accept
coming
by,
this week.
the optional objectives.
3 of them at
And
least.
If you
Working on the 4th.
satisfy all of the optional objectives,
One's
and
already
do it in
in.
the time
Second one's
allotted,
coming
then you'll
tomorrow.
get a
They're
better
coming.
And
So what's this blue thing we're seeing here?
So this is.
All right, let's see what this is about. The
Basically,
heists.
we've introduced. Oh boy. I wish I could
son
remember
of
the
a
name off the top of my
bitch.
head.
Some clairvoyance.
Thank you, clairvoyance. We've introduced clairvoyance. To
Clairvoyance.
NPCs. I knew I was going to forget that. I apologize. And so those NPCs always see through stealth, no matter what you do. They will see it, and so
It's not
that's
what
kind of your
clairvoyant means,
roadblock.
but-
You've got to basically figure out a way to get by.
Clairvoyance more about. Okay.
Either using the environment or using,
son of
you
a
know, some other
bitch.
means. And so, you know,
Oh,
here's one of the
hiding in
new
a
things we've
basket.
added,
Nice.
which is, you know, hiding spots.
Cool.
You son
Can
of
you
a
do this
bitch.
with friends, or is it just solo?
Yes. So this is a group instance. So you
Again, I'd hate to be Gina. I know she's doing her thing. She's got the coined phrases. Can you do this with your friends, or is this just solo? Now listen, if the answer to that was like no, it would have never been asked, obviously, right? So like, why even ask it? Why not just Rich Lambert just be like, you can do this with your friends, or you can do this solo? But instead, it's presented in such a way that Gina's like, hey, can you do this with your friends, or can you do this just solo? Great Fox PK, what's bringing it in? He just subbed some biceps up for that man. So as I'm saying, like, why do you have to present it in that way? Why? I don't get it. Like, we're not idiots.
Son of a
Just tell me.
bitch.
Be like, hey, you can do this with your friends. You can do it by yourself. Doesn't matter. You don't need the whole fucking podcast, man. Sword. Double time subs. 4 in a row. Coming back in here. Welcome back, man. Thank you for the resub. 4 in a row here from the start. Sword, thank you, brother. So what I'm trying to say between these subs, like, I don't get it. Am I the only one that, like, I hate it. I really do. Like, you don't need to have somebody on there being the whole fucking podcast. Gina's on here just, do you need to do this? Can you do this with the DLC? Like, just fucking say what you can do and what you can't do. I don't need somebody on here to ask. It's such A and B bullshit, man. The amount of selling going on in the stream's fucking disgusting, man. It's really you know, every fucking thing on here, it's so rehearsed. It's goddamn disgusting. Get your shit together. This is fucking awful. Zoso. 3 in a row. Thank you for the sub, man. Get in here, you son of a bitch. Bring the biceps in. Grab your riot signs. Raid that motherfucker. Every ESO live.
you can do this by
There we
yourself,
go.
or you can do it with friends.
Am I the only
I
one?
will say,
I didn't read chat. Am I the only one?
It is something special.
Is this not just so
And,
rehearsed,
when we
disgusting
get
to
into
you
our focus
guys?
test room, when we start playing,
Like, I get it.
You definitely
Just
hear a
fucking
lot of
tell
name
me what's in the
calling.
DLC, man.
You know, why
You don't
do
need
this,
to
Vlad?
bullshit
You
me.
suck, you know, like all those kinds of things. So, yeah, poor Vlad. Vlad's
So
one
what
of our.
happens if you get caught? Do you get thrown out?
So you actually, if you get caught or discovered,
You
you
son
lose
of a
time.
bitch. Oh!
So we don't kick you.
$50 donate from Karma. Damn! You son of a bitch. Get in here, man.
Son of a bitch.
Ah. Oh, we're killing it tonight. Man, thank you. Karma Voss. Misha. Woo! The subs are flowing in here. Arnold's just lighting them up all day. He's going full commando on them. Thank you, man. Thanks for the resub. Misha, welcome back. Misha, you've been a long-time supporter. Karma, again, that's a huge donate. It's a huge donate for me, at least, so I really appreciate that. Thanks a lot, bro. It goes towards the stream. The stream's getting upgraded. Here's the new mic. That's not working yet. It's coming. Oh! Shots got swag! Woo! Killing him! We're killing him. Shots got... Just keep the biceps. The page has already got biceps. Just bring more of them in. Thank you. Thank you for the subs, guys. I appreciate it. I love the support. I really do. Oh, shit! now you're just making me blush! KVVZ! The sub train's going! All aboard! It's to all the new subs just rolling in here. And all the biceps. My chat on my screen is just all biceps right now, so... Thank you, guys. Here's to you. We got a little cadet in here killing them. What's up, cadet? How you doing, man? Alright. I don't even know where we left off. We were talking about how Gina's salesmanship is great. I feel bad for her that she's got to ask these coined-ass questions. But we're going to carry on and see where else we go with this. Here it goes.
Well, you can actually go through here and murder
Thank you for all
everybody.
the subs,
Just slaughter
guys.
everybody in here. You won't beat
Welcome.
the time, but you'll still get your reward.
They look like a lot of fun.
They are. They're definitely... We set them up in such a way that...
Oh, they're a lot of
probably
fun.
Not going to get the great reward, the perfect reward the first time you do it. You're going to have to learn things. You're going to have to learn. Gina's giggling over
I'm
here.
laughing because now everyone in chat is like, damn it, Vlad.
My work here is done.
Is this a drunk stream? Confirmed. This is a drunk stream.
So in addition to the clairvoyance,
This is the only way I can watch this is
obstacles
drunk.
that you have to avoid in these.
I don't know how I get through this
There's
sober at
various
this
traps
point.
in here that you have to kind of pay attention to.
Okay.
We've got the the clairvoyant NPCs. There's other NPCs in here as well that don't have clairvoyance. And so you're basically wandering around in here,
Why is it
exploring the space,
clairvoyance?
trying to find out where these hidden caches are, so that you can get in and get out.
Okay. Any new types of traps?
Boy, there are.
Okay.
Anna would need to save
Danger
me here.
zone?
Oh, that's okay.
I don't have
All
my
of the
danger zone
names.
glasses.
I don't
I
think
can get
in
them.
here, but
We
we've
could do
got
danger
a
zone
bunch
after
of
this.
special traps that are out in the quests.
Cool. Okay. Oh,
Fingers
found
work
one.
here is done.
Oh,
Do you even
lockpicking.
work here?
Oh,
I don't know what you're asking,
Of
Skull
course
Crush.
There you
It's
go.
good to see you again, Nurse
Awesome.
Trenia. So what's up, guys?
Okay. Do we have any questions about Heist?
You know Heist when the
For
DLC
the
drops?
boards, they're wondering
Always.
if you don't have everything unlocked. Let's
This
say
is
you don't
Assassin's
have
Creed.
Orsinium, which
It
I don't
does
know why
feel
you
like
would
that.
want Orsinium. Will the board still send you
Sorry,
there
let me pause
to
it.
complete something?
As soon as I saw this DLC, the first thing I thought of was Assassin's Creed. I'll just say. The whole port and the whole layout, it reminds me of it. So the creativity is I'm gonna give the creativity, I'm gonna give you a 2. Okay? I'm gonna give you a 2 on creativity. On salesmanship, I'm gonna give you a 7. Okay? Because you're selling all over the place, so I put you at a 10. Except Gina has to ask these questions like she's reading off a fucking laptop, which she is. So I'm going to knock it down from a 10 to a 7. Because y'all aren't just selling to me straight. You have Gina asking me questions like this is some kind of fucking skit, man. I don't need that shit. Just fucking tell me what's in there. Don't have Gina ask me questions she already knows the answer to. I know Gina. I know Gina knows the answer to this shit. I don't need her saying, will there be friends allowed in here? No, there's going to be friends allowed in here, or else Gina wouldn't ask that fucking question to begin with.
They won't.
Okay.
They won't. We
Stupid.
look at a couple of things. We look at your DLC
This
availability,
whole,
and then
this
we
whole
also look
fucking
at your
ESO Live
so we try to
is
put
really
you in places
stupid.
where you won't
I don't like it.
fail.
They
Or
had
you
the
just
one
can't
chick
get
on there
it.
for 30 minutes
God of
who was
Jits and
killing
Wine.
me. I didn't want to hear anything from her. Shots got swag, $50. Whoa, I didn't get to read the message in here. Hang on. Hang on. Gotta read our donates. Jar Jar, best Maglar player and great stream. That's true. That's true. Jar Jar, you're the best console streamer I think we
The
got
God of Jits and
all
Wine.
around here. So Jar Jar Mercs, you deserve a lot of follows for your little stuck ass Templar getting stuck in your fucking PV, dude. The real Wicked coming in with a sub. Let's get some biceps up for him while I catch this this donate message real quick, and then we'll continue here. So how do I unsubscribe to ESO Plus? They don't deserve my $15. These lazy bastards who can't fix the current problems, but we got new shitty content and mounts. Fuck Zos. I unsubscribe personally. I'm not going to tell you guys what to do, but personally I unsubscribe to the game. I have enough crowns to buy like the next 2 or 3 DLCs if I want. I will maybe buy this one, not for what we're seeing here. If there's good equipment. Oh! Woo! The subs keep rolling. Gonzor coming here with the sub. Thank you, man. We're getting the sub love tonight. This is a huge night for subs. They're just rolling in all over the place. Coming in every which way. Thank you, guys. Welcome. Again, I personally unsubscribed. I have enough crowns from subscribing that I will buy what I need. Okay? And that's it. I'm kind of done buying shit,
son of a
doing
bitch.
shit. I do like a lot of things with this game. I don't want to be this outward guy who's just like fucking shitting on this game. I really don't. But I just want some things to be I want the developers to wake up to the people that have stuck around with this game and played it forever. Here's the thing. I feel like ZeniMax, I feel like you're targeting people that have no fucking idea. Here's the thing, alright? Here's what ZeniMax did this year. ZeniMax put out a campaign. They said, hey, we're giving away $1 million. We got Jar Jar Mercs $1. This is all I got. Shout out to my Jar Jar, thank you. Let me just say, this is what ZeniMax did this year. They did a fucking lottery for $1 million, paid over 20 years. But they did $1 million. They want to get people looking at their game. They want people coming into their game. And if you're a new player coming to this game, there's a lot of content to enjoy about this game. I won't lie. You can come into this game. There's a lot of content to enjoy. If you're really into the lore at all, there's so much content to play in this game. It's good. You're going to love it. Okay? What's the end game in this game? It ain't the trials. Trials, they're not even scaling them up properly. And once you beat them, they're done. They're not challenging. Your end game is PvP. You have to be remotely tied into PvP if you want to play some kind of end game, if you're serious about it. If you're playing more than 5 hours a week or something. You're going to go out and you're going to go PvP once you play this game enough. Okay? You're going to go out to PvP and you're going to have fucking 999 ping on your screen. You're going to have skills that they don't work anymore. Nothing works. Okay? That's what they're selling you. It's a fucking trap. Okay? And you're going to be like, what the fuck did I sign up for? Okay? So now you're the player that's 3+ months into this game, and you fucking hate it. Because there's nothing to do. Alright? And you're out. But who are they selling to? They're selling to the new guy. They're selling to the guy that's just like, hey, I just came off fucking X, Y, or Z game, and I fucking hated it. I'm looking for something new. I'm going to go play ESO. And they come in, oh, there's lots of cool content. Yeah, it's cool. Oh, ESO, Thieves Guild, cool, nice. I can hide in barrels, awesome. That's fucking great. That's who they're selling to. That's their fucking target market. And it's so fucked, man. All they care about, they're just trying to sell shit every fucking turn of the corner. I'm tired of it, man. They're just selling shit.
Sure.
That's a really good question.
Yeah, I mean, this is.
They're robbing you. They're robbing people. It's fucked up. Fix your fucking game. Make it good. And retain your player base. Give them a reason to stay. That's what's happening in this game, man. Anyone that plays this long enough, they fucking leave. I don't even know how I'm still here playing this. I really don't.
Succeed?
But I am.
Here
I am.
It definitely helps. But
Oh, that was close.
so it definitely helps. I wouldn't say that you had to be a master lock picker to participate in this stuff.
Look at this shit. They got people hiding in barrels. Can you put this amount of creativity into PvP just for a day, just for a week?
With your friends,
Can you fix some
in the
issues?
same group, so you won't be seeing just random people.
Can you
running
take
through.
out AoE caps? Can you think
multiple players
constructively?
hide in the same
Can you
basket?
give a fuck
I believe
about
they can,
PvP?
yes.
It's like a
Crowded.
It's a basket party.
Nah, it's too much to ask. It's too much to ask from you.
Are the daily quests that you pick up from the boards, are those shareable between group members?
We're treating the delve stuff and the
Too
group
much to
boss
ask.
stuff like we did with Orsinian. Off the top of my head, I don't know about heists. I'd have to follow. I think so, but I'd have to follow up on those. And
Players can
should
try it out next week too.
sure. And I should probably mention that you actually have to unlock heists. You don't get those until you're rank 3 of the Thieves Guild, I believe. So. You
They
won't
got to make
get-
sure that you can actually.
You got to get through there. You got to prove yourself before they send you on these missions.
So what kind of rewards can people expect by
What kind of
completing
rewards
them?
can we get from the heists?
You can get there's some new set items that you can get. There's the
sets from
bounty
the heists.
expungers, which you can get sometimes, as well as some other gear as well. But most players will probably go
As
through
well
and
as
do
some other
these,
gear. Oh, cool.
to get the sets.
Right. Okay.
Cool.
Very specific. Some other gear you can get from here, guys. Cool.
I think you're jumping to, I don't know.
Some other
Spain,
place?
somewhere. Did you want to fight just some random guy?
Yes,
just to
please.
show off
Let's
SCT?
turn on SCT. Let's just turn it on. Show them. I saw chat has
going
been going
Yeah,
crazy.
I saw
yes.
a few people. Can we just see it?
Let's just turn on SCT. Let's just do it.
And then we've got a couple more things to show you after that.
Guys, did I ever make it over 10 shots? I think I did at this point, by the way.
So we will be talking about
I may have.
assistance. There are a lot of questions on the forums about, we mentioned something about it, but we didn't really
What does
say
it
what
mean? How
it
does
was.
it
Son
work?
of a bitch.
Look at all those buffs you've got.
Thank you for the follow.
So yes, in the gameplay options,
How often can you do the heists?
how often can you do the heists? They're daily.
So once
So
a day.
just one a day.
Yep. And then the other repeatables you can do as many times as you want.
I expect there to be some good video guides on the heist, how to get through them the
Yeah.
quickest
I can't
way,
wait
what's
to-
the best
I can't wait
path.
Video
Because
guides.
they've been tuned to be pretty tough in some cases. Like
After having done them, what do you think is the best strategy, doing them solo or doing them with a partner?
depends on your partner.
Yeah.
If you've got a
Son
Vlad,
of
you
a
don't want to do this. Sorry, Vlad. Kyle paid me to say that. Did you turn it off with SCP?
Fingers nerds are going
Technical difficulties for Kyle.
to love
Difficulties.
the no
For anyone
motifs.
wongering,
They
SCT
wake
is
up.
scrolling combat dice.
What after showing you
So it'll display the damage that you're receiving. while
fucking
you're in
XP.
combat.
Okay, well maybe we can't show SCT on the internal dev build with all the fancy camera stuff. And you'll have to wait till PTS.
But it's so soon.
It's soon. I apologize.
And he's also got the Nord hero armor on right now too.
yeah.
He does.
This stream always has
let's-
technical
How
difficulties.
about you
It
just
always
open up
does.
your collections window, Kyle, and we start talking about assistance. And then
Look at
another
Rich
special
Lambert's
fun
face.
thing
Hang
top
on.
of that.
Sure.
So assistance. A lot of people
Speeds,
have
you
been
gotta
asking
put this in
what-
slow-mo.
Stealthy.
How about you just open up your collections window, Kyle, and
Look
we
at
start
his
talking
face.
about assistance. And then another special fun thing on top of that.
Sure.
He's done with this
assistance.
shit. He's done with
A lot
it.
of people have been asking, what is this? How does this work? These are basically NPCs that are your personal assistants. And this one here, this is a smuggler. And this smuggler is basically a fence. And so you can earn this NPC
This was in Oblivion.
through the Thieves Guild. Hope that's
I think it
not
was
too
in
much of a spoiler,
Skyrim,
Anna.
too.
I apologize. And this is one of those things where
This costume
I
costs
just
the
stole
same
this
as the
really cool
DLC.
thing.
Kang, is
I
that
don't want
true?
to lose it. I don't want to risk it. I'm just going to use my personal fence and sell
I'm
it
not
off. And
surprised.
the fence will take a little bit larger cut than normal.
They cost way too much.
But
All the
it's
shit in their
this
crown store, it
convenient
costs. It's cost a wild
And
amount.
we'll also have a personal banker and a personal vendor as well later on. So
Is it just the player can use it, or
the smuggler is only.
Look back at the sewer heist place, FENGRUSH. They used parts of the sewers in. Oh, I saw that. Who is that? Bucks 1211. It's a good point, and I saw it. I did. A whole sewer heist thing there. I'm sure there'll be different heists, and they're gonna rehash the same content from other places. At this point, the game is just simply rehashing content, and I get it. I do. That's what MMOs do. They take content from somewhere they've already made. They just cut it up. It's like fucking Tetris, man. You just cut it up and you fucking throw slots in, and it's the same looking thing. So if you went into the sewers dungeon and you jump down and you fight the crocodile, you're in the fucking heist. It's the same fucking room. Everything's the same. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's they pretty much took something they already made. They threw it in there. They gave you the ability to hide in a barrel and fucking NPCs that roam around and detect you. I don't know, man. They called it a heist. And they said you can get loot from it. I don't know. This isn't what we wanted, okay? This keeps people entertained for a little bit. Like, oh, this is kind of cool. Until it's not. Until people don't give a fuck about it. And the people that do give a fuck are people that fucking... They're going to take off after a little bit. I don't know. It comes back to what I said earlier. If they don't do something serious in the next... This patch... Between this patch and Thieves Guild... Or, I'm sorry, this is Thieves Guild. Between Thieves Guild and Dark Brotherhood... I'm telling you, this game is on the serious decline. I'm not trying to be super negative about it, but... Like, it's going to be on its way out. I'm telling you. Done. Just like it's gonna get overrun by other games that are coming, and there's gonna be nothing left here of value. They need to fix Cyrodiil lag more than anything. It's amazing to me. PvP is the end game, really, of this game. You can't consider
son of a
PvE
bitch.
the end game of this game. You really can't consider PvE the end game, and they've neglected it. You know, when this game came out, its biggest positive feature was its PvP, and they neglected it. I can't believe it. They got one guy, they got one developer we even know of that works on PvP. It's Brian Wheeler. It's the only fucking guy. You'll hear fucking 20 other developers working on other bullshit in PvE. But the actual content we need, it's PvP. It's what we need.
You, and then the vendor and the banker, I believe, are anybody.
okay,
As long as you have it, so.
cool.
Gina giggles again.
Kyle's the new Vlad.
Kyle is the new Vlad.
Because you can't get SCT.
Wow. This is wow.
We wrote the netcode the only way they
Are
can
you
fix
able to
Cyrodiil
summon
lag. You're right.
assistants-
It comes down to the
summon
netcode. The
assistants
netcode's
in a
fucked in
dungeon?
Cyrodiil.
So
It comes down to the whole
basically, if you have
bot
an
patch
assistant
they
up,
did.
It replaces your pet.
Gotcha.
And we're working
I'll
on
stop it
some-
real quick. It's the netcode, okay? I work in NetSec, so I have a little bit of idea of what they did. They fucked up their netcode Netcode is just a word. Netcode's a general word to describe server-client relation. And since I'm too drunk to describe it, they fucked up the relationship between the server and the client, okay? And what happens is the mega server just fucking has a heart attack when shit goes bad, okay? It can't handle what's happening anymore. It can't do it. I would rather have the mega server be able to handle what's going on in PvP and have bots in the game, okay? Bring all the bots you want. Bring them all in. Bring in all the Chinese motherfuckers that want to come bring in bots. Bring them in. And then hire like fucking 5 to 10 24-hour staff to come ban bots, okay? But PvP will function. And then promote your PvP, okay? Bring in arenas. You're going to have arenas. You're going to have battlegrounds. You're going to have a game that has fucking PvP worth of fucking shit. Because right now, it's so bad. If you brought in arenas right now, it would be pathetic. It would be awful. There's no balance right now. There's bug skills. There's complete imbalances. You can't do arenas right now. They couldn't do it. And this is what I'm trying to say. If they don't nail it down now, they're never going to nail it down. They're never going to figure it out. They're never going to set it straight. It's just how I feel. They're never going to figure it out by the time they bring in arenas. If they're not working on it already, then they're not going to do it by the time arenas come in. I'm absolutely convinced about it. So I don't know.
Some tech so that
Swatch
when
the
they
rest
enter
of this
combat,
shit.
they'll disappear.
Let's see what else
That's
is
not
in here.
100% yet, so right now they might get in the way, but we're working on that.
But you could open it. You could summon one in an
Yes.
instance for convenience. Okay.
Is it always going to be a 35% fee?
For the
I should
smuggler,
stop
yes,
drinking
it's just a
this.
flat
I
fee.
drank a lot of this bottle.
And then one other thing I have, unless there's more questions,
You can go ahead.
is a new thing that we've done called momentos. So a lot of players on the forums have been like, man, I got all these really cool clicky
PvP
things.
worked in beta.
You know,
Oh,
I
it
got
worked
this meat
beautifully
bag,
in beta.
but I don't want to put it
Free
in my
play
inventory,
2017,
and it's
yes.
taking up all this
Space,
space.
yeah.
And so what we did is
King Richard, free to play 2017. Mark my words, brother. It's coming. I'm telling you, because they're not managing it well. King, it's February 2nd today of 2016. Free to play 2017, yes. Because with the next 11 months they have, they're not going to be able to manage it well. It's a problem with the staff they have, with the leadership they have. Okay?
we added a new
It's a
tab in the
serious
collections
thing.
window called Momentos.
Telling you.
And this is
Call
where
it.
all of those
I'll
things
bet
that
on
you've
it.
earned while you've been kind of wandering around doing the public dungeons and whatnot. And this is there. And
Awesome.
we have definitely, it's a lot of fun. And one of the
There's
things
the
that we've made sure to
Rothgar.
do is that if you
This is actually a good idea. This is good.
You know, the last year or so.
I
while
will
you've been
call
playing,
this the silver lining of this
we're just gonna
podcast. This is
auto-populate
good.
for all those people that have completed those quests that award those things. So
Oh, that's great.
you don't have to worry about losing them. They're there. They'll be, you know, ready for you to play.
This
with
is
when
good,
you
guys.
Log into PTS or live.
Look, you can torch people. I'm not gonna
Well
lie.
with the-
I'll tell you
Lord
things
Joseph.
that are
Yeah.
good, and this is good.
Awesome.
This is good for a
Okay,
few
well, that's
reasons.
Everything we had.
Yes, it sells your content, but it also cleans up your bullshit in the game. I had all those items in my inventory. I didn't give a fuck about. I deleted them long ago, man. I didn't need that shit. I needed items in my inventory, so I deleted a lot of this shit. I'm glad you put that back in. Nice fucking moves. What's this guy's name again? Whatever you are.
For you. right?
Nice.
Okay.
See if there's any questions.
For the assistants,
Rich Lambert.
are other players
Nice.
able to see them? I imagine so.
Let's get the
They're-
bro
So
clap
the,
in.
The smuggler. Oh boy. I don't believe you
Nice.
can see the smuggler because they're in stealth. Like that's why they're
Right.
crouching. The other ones you'll be able to see.
Okay. And they stay out forever following you?
And,
like, until-
they take the place of your pet. So you can either have an assistant up or you can have a pet up, but you can't have both.
But they go away when you get in combat?
That's what we want them to do.
Okay.
Not quite there yet, but we're getting close.
So, I'm just going to say this.
Uh-oh.
Figure this can be our last question for today.
Last question.
PvP performance.
Okay.
Everyone has just been so, they love what they're seeing,
Turn
but they're
this
like,
up.
what about PvP? So do you just want to talk super quick about some of the things that we're doing to address the
There
performance?
is a ton of stuff that's being worked on.
Okay, and we'll see you guys.
So that Wheeler has kind of explained kind of the process.
Fuck you, Gina.
And how you
Get
work on
outta
one
here.
thing, and then that kind of there's another layer and another layer and another layer.
Yeah, the onion.
And
The
there's
onion
only
that
so
is
much
ZeniMax.
that we can test on internal or even on PTS. Live is this completely different beast, and we can get a maxed out campaign on PTS for players to go in and play and do all the things we need them to do, but live reacts differently. And so that's kind of why it's slow, is we've got to get through this process and work through these changes and make sure we don't break anything else, because we've kind of done that in the past. We really want to try
You
not to
have!
do that as much anymore.
You've broke
And
a lot
so,
of shit.
We're going slow. We're being careful, but there's
You're not.
a couple of big things coming in for Thieves Guild that will hopefully change things and improve that performance. And we're not going to stop until we get there. So it is painful. I agree. PvPing in Cyrodiil sometimes can be a pain. Especially
PvP sometimes and PvP can be a pain. Where else does this go?
during prime time, and
During prime time.
we want to make that better.
We want to make that better. That's good. It's fucking unbearable. It's terrible. You can't even play during prime time. Rich Lambert, do you know what your game is? It's fucking shit during prime time. It's not even a fucking gaming experience. Get your shit together, man. It's fucking awful. You need to break this shit up into like 1/3 the server size, or you need to just cut down fucking everything. Like, just it's shit. You can't even play it. It's fucking terrible, dude. Get the fuck out of here, man.
So a lot of the ability changes that are going in, like, are any of those going to affect PvP performance?
So some of those will. I'm giving some of the things away, but things like Purge and whatnot, where
Purge
we've had those
shit.
discussions on the forums, and when we're changing some of the things to group only versus everybody in your area, those are things to change and help improve performance, right? The smaller we can get the target sets and the available targets, the less intensive it is on the server. And so those are the types of changes we're doing.
And those are the first steps that are coming.
Those are the first steps. Those are the things we've been working on.
Well, and we had some changes.
Some
in
of the
past
group ones happened in the past incremental, and that helped. But again, this is in layers. This is the first thing. Okay, now hit the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing.
It's not just like a one button. Oh, we fixed it, and then that.
Oh yeah, it's not a one button. We fixed it, Gina. Oh, here's the magic button. Let me just push it. Hey, it's all fixed. Yeah, no shit. It's fucking. It's real simple. Hey, you want a one button? Fucking AoE caps. Change the way people fucking play in your game. You got fucking 40 versus fucking 50 people on your goddamn pop lock servers. Fucking fix it. AoE caps, take them out. Real easy. Real fucking easy. You guys are out of touch with your fucking game. You spent the last 1 hour and 10 minutes selling me a fucking DLC purely based on PvE, okay? And then you spent it. So far, I've heard 2 minutes about PvP, okay? And y'all don't know what the fuck you're talking about, alright? Change the mechanics, okay? You want to change how lag is affected in PvP? Then change people from balling up to begin with. It's a goddamn sham, man.
It's not. If it was, it would be totally fixed right now, but it's not. And so, our lead server engineer has done nothing but work on Cyrodiil performance.
No. You could just stop right there. Your lead server engineer has done nothing. Just stop right there, okay? All the words that came after that, you don't need to say anything. Because your lead server engineer, he can't do anything. He can't do anything. You gave him code. He can't do anything with it. He's not gonna fuck. He's not a magician. Okay, your engineer can't be like, oh yeah, I'll just fucking make all this shit work. Your engineer can't do that, man. He can't do that, bro. You need to change how the game fucking works. Come on. Are these the people making this game? Are these the is this what we got? Is this it? Because if this is all you have, you're fucked for 2016. Okay? I'm telling you. If this is it, if you're depending on your server engineers to fucking fix a problem they can't fix, then you're fucked. It's not gonna happen. Okay? The engineers are not gonna fucking come up with some idea and be like, Eureka! We figured it out. We know what's causing all the lag now. Okay? It's been around for a year and a half. It's not gonna get fixed. The fuck is wrong with you people? You gotta change how people actually play the fucking game. I can't believe this shit. I can't believe it goes on this long. That they're
We're almost on now. So.
it's a
And
joke.
The things that we're implementing with Thieves
It's a
Guild
joke.
aren't enough. And we'll
Yep.
go back and continue.
I don't
to
even
work
get
on
it.
Indeed. Well, I think that just about wraps it up.
Oh yeah, that wraps it up.
So,
Yeah, we're
again,
we're
we will
done.
get into base game patch content starting next show, which is going to be Friday, February 12th, as usual, at
And
4
we'll
p.m.
have some devs on. We need to check with who's available, but we will be checking with Roble, we promise.
He will be on eventually. We
Yes.
just don't know if it'll
Oh,
be
don't
next
check
show
with
or the show
Roble.
after
Roble's
that, but
got to
we will
be
talking
available
to him
next
about
show. He's
all
got to
the
be available.
balance changes that are incoming, and at that point, the patch notes will be available.
Yep.
You have played it a little bit,
We
so
have some good questions for him.
Yep.
So thank you all so much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the show, and we
I
hope you'll
loved
join
it.
us for the next
You
2
guys
ESO
killed it.
Live Thieves Guild specials, where we dive into the base game patch content. That'll be on the 12th, and then whatever 2 weeks is after
Whatever
that.
it is.
As always, please follow us on Twitch. You'll
Oh, I
get a
follow you guys
notification
every
anytime we
day.
go live, and
Every day I
we hope
wake
you'll
up,
share
I
your
follow you
creations
guys.
with us, whether it be videos, Twitch live streams, art. You can always contact us at community@elderscrollsonline.com or at hashtag, excuse me, not hashtag, at TessOnline on Twitter to share those with us.
And again, this content will be available on the PTS next week. We can tell you it is not going to be Monday, and it's not going to be Tuesday.
No.
That's the only reason we
Fuck
haven't
you
given you a date
guys.
yet.
Yep, but
Get
we
your
will let
shit
you know.
together.
As soon as we have a date, we'll put up a banner on the forums, and you can just prepare yourselves for fun.
And thieves. And thievery.
Thievery. Well, thanks again for
This is
watching,
to you,
everybody.
Gina,
Thanks, guys.
And
for
we will
all
see you
your
next time.
salesmanship
Bye.
on this podcast. Just killing it. Thank you for watching. God, that was that was tough to watch, okay? Now the first 30 minutes of that were some of the worst shits ever. King Richard. Yeah, let's pass this collection and play it around because fingers. Thank you, King. Yeah, the first 30 minutes of that were just dead. They were terrible. But the rest of it, there's kind of some stuff to talk about. I won't lie. I didn't get to see that the first time I watched. But that was fucking, not good. I don't know. Alright, there's my review of ESO Live. In total, I don't know what to say. I think I already said everything I need to say. I really do. I don't think there's anything else left to say. We'll see what the PTS brings. We'll see what the next ESO Live brings. I look forward to them. I look forward to seeing what Roble has to say. When I say the words I look forward to, what I really mean to say is I'm interested to see what this motherfucker's going to slip up on. Because I don't expect them to get it all right. I expect this... I'm interested to see how much they do get right, okay? I know they won't get it all right, and I don't hold that against them, but like... If they just take the whole game and they flip it, because this is what ESO has been. Oh, okay, you complained about X, Y, and Z. Flip the meta, and it's just everything is fucked, and it takes you about a month or two to figure it out. And then there's so many broken things in it. You come up on the next patch, you flip it again. Here's the new broken things in the patch. It's just the same shit over and over. If it's just that again, I'm sorry. For me, this game's dead and over. And the whole hope, like, you guys have to understand, if you're actually bringing arenas into this game, you're going to have arenas on a daily basis where bounce matters. Bounce matters, okay? Today, bounce doesn't matter for fucking shit. You could be 30 versus 20, it doesn't matter. 30 versus 50. It's all about Zerg balling today. Delmon 2. Thank you for the sub. Today, the game is all about Cyrodiil, alright? The game is about Cyrodiil. It's all about Zerg balling. It's all about numbers. This meta is about numbers, period. More than anything else, it's about numbers. Okay? So that's the meta today. What the next meta is, I don't know. But by the time arenas come around, you want to establish some level of balance. And by balance, I mean you can go into arena with any group setup. You could have 4 DKs, you could have 1 DK, 1 Templar, 2 Nightblades, whatever. You know, you can go in there and you can have a good chance or whatever. If they don't have that by the time arenas come out, this game will be a fucking joke. You know why? Because they only bounce every 4 fucking months. So if arenas come out and the game's imbalanced, it'll be a fucking joke. It'll be a joke. It'll be like, oh, are you the Force Magicosaurus? Oh, okay, then you can go into the arena because you're 4 Magicosaurus. Are you 4 fucking Nightblades? Are you 4 Templars? It's gonna be something like that. And if they don't nail their shit down and get it together by this patch, it's all fucking over. I'm telling you. That'll be it. So, there's my predictions on the Thieves Guild and beyond, and Dark Brotherhood and everything else coming after. That's how I feel about it. But that's my review on this slightly uneventful ESO live. I hope the next one will be more exciting, more to talk about, maybe. Let's see if it. I'm sorry, I've been kind of ignorant to chat, but I get that way when I drink. Let me see what else is happening. FENGRUSH, at least they did release arenas or small scale PvP. It would shed actual light on the fact how the game is imbalanced. You're right. Zos, Gina Bruno, I want to hide in a barrel with you now. Oh, Gina.